is just not your friend today.
No.
It never was. It was my biggest struggle, and for some reason it was exactly when we decided to stream. It was like, hey, you know that Jack guy, fuck him. I was like, dang,
Yeah.
dang, come on, dude. Why you gotta be like this, man? Why you gotta be like this? Oh, now I noticed something because I changed things here. I have to move this. Okay, please don't be a dick. Oh, why? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, it's good. Oh no, it's not good enough. Oh, move. There it goes.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. Now after a minor panic attack, and now I gotta hide this so I have an overview. I can see everything. I can see everything. Yes. Okay. Are you guys ready? Am I ready? That's a real question. And the answer is no, I'm not. Okay. So I've been recording for about a minute now.
15 minutes. Oh, okay.
No, I wouldn't start from the very beginning. Holy shit. Welcome back. This is episode 3. Holy shit. My PC hasn't exploded yet, so that means the gods still want us to play. Or at least they haven't managed to corrupt my PC yet. But my audio, as you have witnessed, still fucking sucks. I shouldn't curse that much. Not that we get monetized anyway, so it doesn't matter, so maybe I can't curse. Yeah. We are back again. Full crew is here. And how about we start this off with a round of introductions, starting with top left corner. Now you gotta know in which corner you sit.
That's me.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
It definitely me. Hi, I'm Greg. I'm playing Irik Spanner, human artificer.
Yes. And Eric has to sit a bit more to the left, otherwise he's not centered. Yes.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna be in the middle of your screen. Otherwise I will have to move you and then everything can go wrong. And we don't want that. Next, right to Eric Spanner, the human we have.
Yeah, I play Fiera. She's from Canaan, making some friends and pursuing some hobbies, and Azathia, just hanging out, having a good old time.
Right. Very good. And then bottom left.
That would be me. I'm Skit, and I play Isarel Leafina, the high elf druid, who's just trying to figure out her place in the whole noble world thing.
Aren't we all? We aren't, but we could wish that we were nobles. And to her right, the bottom right corner, we have.
That would be me. My name is Felicia. I play Arya. Just hanging out with my best buddy, the other high elf, and trying to figure out what the heck's going on in the world right now.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent assessment. Yeah. How about we just start this off? I don't have anything funny to say. I never had, but we can just jump right into the intro before I say more random shit. How about we do that? So we're gonna mute ourselves. Mute myself there. I'm gonna mute myself here. I did.
something that all men and women strive for. Because to be free is to live, and to live is to experience the world around you. A gift given to us, and surely one that you should cherish and not waste. But it makes us blind, for while we stare longingly into the sky, boundless and free, more often than not, we miss the very cliff that approaches right in front of us. One that will most certainly let us fall to our own demise. Yet still we will go out of our way to challenge anything and anyone who would dare impede our freedom, who would dare to even think about taking it away from us. We will wage wars, forget friends, and curse even our own siblings and parents in the name of freedom. We would even steal it away from other people just to keep it for ourselves. And suddenly, we have become consumed by our own fear of losing this freedom. And in the process, we have abandoned everything else. Maybe we aren't supposed to be free. Maybe there are things beyond us that we do not comprehend yet, that hold more value than freedom. I challenge thee, O humble listener. Dost thou truly know what is right? Or dost thou merely see thy own fabrication of a blissful world that is filled with ignorance?
They have started moving, sire.
This soon already. I was hoping for at least 2 more days, but alright. There's the scouts who keep their eyes on them. And if anything changes in their movement, they should immediately pull back, understood? Now we'll have to just...
Are you sure this is a good idea, your Higglety? I mean, there would be countless casualties, right? In a world that challenges both conviction and mercy, ruthlessness is a necessary tool to be used in order to move forward. Unless you want to stay here until the end of ages, sacrifices have to be made.
Yes. All things fall into place. And there we have it. At least I hope. It's finished for all of you.
Yep.
And we're gonna start with a quick recap. And like usual, it definitely won't be quick because it never is, but I will just still say it. And it's already starting off good by going a tangent. Okay, I will stop. Last session, you guys ended on having witnessed a murder. Or at least so it seemed. The representative of Collis, Tyrone, after having sipped a bit of fine Rotwein, personal collection from the Ferratgeber family, he seemed to have just randomly, mysteriously dropped dead, even though no poison was detected in a 30-foot radius. As such, the tension grew pretty high and the meeting turned into a room of accusations. that's gonna be my thing now. I will always revisit the title of the last episode. But after some discussing and after having casted a zone of truce from Teliel, the bodyguard of the Holy Lichnius diplomats, you were pretty confident that at least no one in the room had the intention of killing or harming any of the representatives of Collis. And in order to, get things moving forward and maybe investigate a few stuff, you decided to split into 2 teams, but not after Mr. Steelhammer, the bodyguard of Tyrone, wanted to immediately leave the house and return to Collis, where he came from. And because you obviously don't have the jurisdiction to hold a foreign diplomat in your own country, Mr. Leander Ferratgeber, just did what he could do, which is just accept his wishes and let him go. And after he left, the groups were kind of split into some who went out to kind of investigate his room and maybe find a few clues on what might have caused his demise. And that was one artificer from the artificers group that joined the meeting, one of the Holy Lichnius representatives coming from Fimbodeus, and then the High Elves who came from Corvali. They decided to team up and to investigate the room there. You found a few clues, which included a pill case of what could have been maybe knockout drugs, and the very faint scratchings of what seemed to be the remnants of someone with a firm grip who wrote something on a piece of paper where you could see a few words, but specifically what grabbed your attention was warehouse. And then from there you kind of went back to the White Orchard's High Castle, interviewed some of the people who were responsible for delivering the drinks, didn't really find any reasonable clues there, decided to return to the meeting room and then ask about this warehouse, and then you became aware of the warehouse where Eirik seemed to have been tasked to investigate one of the chrysalises that was given to them, and then you all sort of maybe that is the main suspect point to go to. The headmaster or ministers of research and development, Rinopila, would have teleported you there, but she claims that she didn't have the ability anymore since she teleported the gang, the artificer gang, to the High Castle. And then on the way there, she became suspicious on maybe the other artificers group, since no one is supposed to know about the whereabouts of this warehouse. So she kind of separated from the group, and Leander brought to a separate room, which was a portal leading directly to the warehouse, which was commissioned by the Duke himself. And then right before you guys left, Leander was seemingly informed via sending that apparently Tyrone Dreningard's body was found 4 days ago, already dead. And then with that, you were whisked away. And as you were whisked away, you appeared in a dark interior room. Not super dark, just very dimly lit. You could see cold grey stone tilings. A large room that spans about maybe 80 or more so feet from one side to the other, and then even longer, maybe 300 feet from the northern end to the southern end. Inside, a few crates could be seen. Some of them are open, but what caught your interest are individuals that were there. They did not look like individuals you would expect in a warehouse where no one is supposed to be. Instead, they seemed like, for lack of a better word, thugs. Very ransacked clothing. They have weaponry on them, and particularly one of them, Eirik, you recognize as Zilnath, who just said, kind of in somewhat a surprise term, but not really, I thought we would have more time. And she just kind of looks at you. They aren't doing any aggressive movements yet. And you just appeared after the teleportation. What would you like to do?
Can I see if the chrysalis is still there where I knew it was?
You can make a perception check. Oh yeah, it's a 19. You look around, and the one thing you notice immediately, besides, you know, the few crates that are there, and then the individuals that are, you know, doing stuff with the crates, there are a lot less crates in here than when you first arrived. And specifically, the one crate you would keep your eyes on isn't anywhere to be seen.
Okay, I'm gonna just start walking in the direction of where the crate was.
As you do that, you can hear the voice of Ziegler's shout out, say, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Don't have to get any closer." And then you can immediately see how 4 of these thugs immediately lift heavy crossbows and point it immediately toward you as you try to step closer.
Hey, I'm not doing anything. I'm not here to do anything. This is just I'm confused. I want, what's going on here? Why are you doing what you're doing? Please just explain yourself.
Yeah, that is what I was about to do. I was just filling out the room if you would do anything funny.
No, nothing funny. I'm just walking. This is, I work here. This is what I did.
Yeah, but I kind of believe, you know, that we aren't really in a position to, you know, allow you to walk. Because, you know, we took some stuff that you want. And I just want to reasonably explain. Since you aren't the people who came who I expected, I thought they would send guards. But instead they sent you lot. And I don't know, maybe you can understand our point of view why we're doing what we're doing. Okay?
Well, of course. I mean, I think I can understand what's going on, but I just want to approach, and this doesn't have to be anything crazy. We just need to figure out what's going on. I don't know. There's a lot that just happened. Yeah, just why? What's going? Why are you here? Why are you doing this?
Why am I here? Why am I doing this? I mean, self-explanatory. We're in a secret warehouse that held a Medax chrysalis, which is very valuable, extremely powerful.
Hey, sure, yes, I understand that, but I mean, further back, how did you figure this? Who are these people?
They are helpers. You know, I can't carry all of this stuff alone, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. I turn around and I start walking back.
I know, it seems, you know, from your point of view, very suspicious. We seem like the bad guys. We are currently stealing something very important to whatever meeting you were currently doing. I know, I get it. I just wanna, before I say anything else, I just wanna know, which side are you on? Do you like chrysalises? Do you think they're important? Do you think they can be useful? Or are you more like, ooh, no, dangerous, shouldn't use them?
Is it really that simple? I mean, I see a bunch of, like you said, thieves and liars ahead of me. So it kind of feels like those people probably shouldn't have them.
Sure. And
But I guess, what would you want to use it for?
what we want to use them for is to help people.
you can help people a lot of ways. What specifically? Would you create weapons? Would you create new magics? Or would you use it for food, for shelter?
Well, it depends on what the future brings. We wish to only research it further, know more about it. We've been barred by doing so for, as long as we can remember. We barely even know the surface capabilities of what these chrysalises can do. You know that the water chrysalises are used to create water in sewage systems, and that's it? Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? A powerful chrysalis is being used to wash away cheap dirt, shit, and piss while people are dying outside now? That seems extremely unreasonable to me.
It would be nice to know all their uses, but I can't just let anyone have them. So, I guess, who do you work for? What's the organization?
Now that's a lot of beans to spill immediately from the get-go. I can't trust you either. You barged in here with, I presume, the intent to stop whatever we are doing, and then if I gave away our whole commission, then we would only lose. Alright. So, I'm just here to ensure you, to the best of my abilities, that, well, I don't want to say that we are people you can trust. I mean, look at us, obviously. That won't be the case, no matter what I say, alright? I'm not trying to pretend to be a good Samaritan over here. I get that, okay? But I will also need you to see things from my perspective for a moment, okay? The only people who are allowed to even come into contact with chrysalises, high ranking, high up, no one else, alright? People like us, people like you, and he kind of specifically, or she kind of specifically points to Eirik, people who can figure things out. We aren't allowed to come close to them. And why do you think that is? It's because people like us will be able to figure out that these things are way more useful than what people make out them to be. And that's why I want to bring them into hands like us, and then we can let the public know that these things are useful.
Okay, alright, fine. But think of it this way. Nobody has to win today. Nobody has to lose today. We don't have to... Nothing has to be fought over right now. This just could have been done in a little bit more... maybe talk to someone first. Just doing what you're doing is ridiculous. To just jump in here, come in... I don't know how you found this place. Surely you know more than you're letting on. I'm sure we can figure something out. We came from a meeting. There's plenty of very important, very smart people trying to figure out a whole lot of things. It's certainly not going to help the situation once they realize that you're here trying to steal.
So...
Can I interrupt real fast?
Yeah, sure.
While they're talking, are the other people still, taking crates out?
No. They're kind of stopped and are keeping an eye on you. And there are 4 people. So there are 5 of them and 4 of you.
Okay. Sorry, that's all I wanted to know is what they were doing while this was happening.
Yeah, no, after you appeared, they seem to be more focused on you guys. She kind of then continues to say and says, politics and semantics, both the same things. They don't mean much, Eirik. Don't be so naive and believe what those higher ups are going to say. You think truly they are going to solve the problem about chrysalises? You think these stuck up pricks up there are going to care about what we're trying to do? no matter how much we're gonna talk or how much we're gonna try to convince them to do anything, there's no way in hell that they're gonna allow us to get our fingers on the chrysalis. This is the only way. And you should know that too.
I would like to beg to differ. We were actually trying to talk those stuck up there people into actually giving access to chrysalises to a larger population once we know more about them and once we can establish that they're not actually dangerous to the general population. And the little stunt that you've just pulled has probably chopped any chance the common folk had to get anywhere near those chrysalises in probably centuries.
I hate to break it to you, but what you were discussing was how the high society could get their hands on the chrysalises, not us. You really think the Duke gives a shit about people like us? You think they're talking, advocating for us?
I don't give a shit about the Duke. I care about how I can make sure that the people of Azathia live in a peaceful place, in a place where we can all grow together in peace.
Yes, but that won't happen as long as you still suck on the leftover tits from the Holy Lichnias. And if you don't separate yourself from them, either that, or if you have to conform to the rules that then will be established by the high society, I don't see any benefit that us people will have.
Sometimes you have to play by the rules to be able to break them.
And sometimes you just have to break the rules to see that there are different ways. This is just an offer. I'm not expecting you to follow my footsteps. I'm fully aware that what I'm doing will seem extremely problematic to most people. But I'm willing to put sacrifices on the table because I don't like how things are right now.
Go on.
Go on. I mean, what is there more to say? I'm pretty sure you're aware that the Holy Lichnias has it coming to them for a long time now, and I think it's time for the people to, take up the right to say what they really think about them.
You do realize that by taking these, you are possibly bringing about a war faster, correct?
Oh. Yeah. I'm fully aware.
And thousands of people will die by your actions.
Yes. Thousands of sleeping people who live in a dream, a delusion, thinking that they are safe while they are slowly rotting away. No, fuck that. Those people can die.
Not just nobles, but regular townsfolk.
Yes, and sometimes it needs a disaster for people to wake up. Apparently, one tragedy in the past wasn't enough. Maybe it needs a second.
Already has been a second. And I won't let you bring about a third.
How far away is this person from me?
They are about, I think... let me get the measurements right. They are about 80 feet away from you.
Alright, so So I'm going to run up, as he's saying this, my full 30 feet of my movement. And I'm going to manifest a blade in my hand and say, I can't let you cause this war. And throw my psychic blade at him.
Her. It's a female.
Okay, her.
Okay, I get. Okay, they were prepared for that. You're doing that. Then if you're acting, you have to roll initiative. If that is how you wish this to go down. So, it is first combat. Ah, no, wait, before...
I forgot.
Yep.
the
Yep,
tokens.
I'm waiting. Where's me? I'm here.
Okay, tell me if you can see everything. If someone...
Yep,
Why?
I can see.
Why are you called Ubri Dromu? What the fuck?
What?
I think because your character sheet is named like that. Wait, I can change it. I can change it.
Oh, Arya, so as you're beginning to run and throw your blade, the rune upon your head glows, and you get to roll in a d8 and add that to your initiative.
Ooh.
I know why. Einsicht. Say settings. Select a token. Save. Okay, no.
That's really good.
You got a 9. Jesus Christ!
Oh,
That's not when we want it, though.
I mean,
oh no.
So my 9 plus 7. So,
okay, that is a 16 then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also at 16. Oh, I can change it, thank God. Okay.
Jesus Christ, they both rolled the same damn thing. Okay. I will have to... Everyone rolled. We got Eric, Fiera, and then the other ones. So, starting this off, Eric.
I don't know. I'm not ready for this.
What?
Oh god.
One. Oh wait, I have to switch to the battle map. Oh, good that I did it because they can't see shit. Ah, here we go.
I'm not ready.
Ooh, I am.
Oh god. So okay, so did Arya's attack trigger anything from them before I get to go?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, because I just like bolted as soon as I said that.
I will presume that both sides were kind of like prepared to do something, so I will just say there's no initiative, so they don't get anything, because it was kind of a stalemate in my eyes. And I will give these tokens numbers, not numbers, colors, so we can identify them as green, purple, thing. Oh my god, Matt, I'm sorry, I forgot to do your current thing.
Oh, that's right, we can map it out.
Okay, I am extremely sorry for that. Yeah, what do you want to do, Mr. Eirik?
God, I have no idea.
Sorry I initiated stuff.
No, it's okay. It was gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna move 15 feet to there, and I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on Zilanath.
Okay, she is the one at the very behind,
Yeah.
obviously. Go ahead and do that.
So you're basically gonna see I've got my drill arcane focus in my hand. I'm just gonna spin the crank and the wheel's gonna start spinning, and the drill bit on the front of it is just gonna start to like frost over with like ice crystals, and I will attack.
10 unfortunately misses.
All right.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
No.
Okay. Then up next we have Fiera.
Yeah, well, let's get this going. I will run up to see if I mapped that right. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, that works. Okay, should be able to get 3 of them. So out of my right sleeve comes my locket. Love my lovely black locket. It starts floating in front of my hand. There's 3 different arrows on there. One of them starts spinning, and shadows from the ground start coming up in front of me as I cast Pulse Wave toward the 3 on the left. The orange, red. I think I can get the blue if I do it right.
Yes, I think also. It's a...
It's a 30-foot cone.
Yeah. See, 30-foot. Yes, definitely. That would be the cone. Yep.
Okay, I think I can move to the right too if I need to angle it.
No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay.
That would definitely hit them. And they will have to make a, what, dex save?
So this is a Constitution saving throw as these black waves of dark shadow start pushing against them.
Okay, then this is for the orange one. So that's a 4, that's a failure. So-
Why did that under me? Okay.
The next one is a 19. I presume that will save. And the next one is an 8. So the orange and blue one fail.
Okay, for the 19, I'm going to use my class feature. It's a reaction. I can kind of twist time around them to slow them down, and they have to re-roll it and take the new roll.
Ooh, okay.
That uses up my reaction. It's called Chronal Shift.
That we shall do. You got a natural 20. Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
that's
See.
yeah, I'll roll damage. And then there's an effect that happens to...
Yes.
Let's cast it. Okay, it's 19 damage for the ones that don't save, and then is it round down?
Yes, it rounds down. So it's
So 9
9.
for the other. And then the ones that failed, let me read it quick again, are pushed 15 feet away from me.
Okay, so this dude slams right into the crates. I will make him do a dexterity save to not get even more injured. DC. Yeah. So he slams into it. You can roll 1d10 as he pierces into the crate, and you can see splinters ramming into him. But he kind of gets stuck there. Jesus Christ, and takes an
There
additional
you go.
10 piercing damage. As you can see, just a huge wood splinter just jams right through his liver and juts out the other side. You can see him immediately grunt. Ugh! Oh, fuck! And then the other one will fly 15 feet over here. This one wasn't in a space. Yep. And nothing further happened to them. Okay, are they prone or are they still standing?
I believe they are still standing. Yep, they're
Okay.
still standing.
Very
That's it.
nice. Then we will come to Arya.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to dash. Since I have that awesome ability now. So as I'm running up to him, my blade, my purplish blade just appears in my hand and I shove up kind of like an uppercut.
Very nice. Roll that attack.
Oh.
12. I think that misses. No, that hits!
Oh.
3 psychic damage is dealt to him. Okay.
And then that is all I can do.
Okay, so you rush there, manifest your purple blade, strike it up. He kind of dodges last moment, so you kind of just graze him, but he still takes some of the damage inflicted by your psychic blade. He kind of looks at you and says, "What the fuck is this kind of sorcery?" And then he prepares to take out one of his weapons, kind of put his heavy crossbow away since you close the distance, bring us to Zilnas. She will say, what an annoyance. She will take out a crossbow and then aim it at you, Arya, since you kind of was the first one who went pretty close, and she will shoot. There's a 19, I believe, that will hit.
Yes.
And then you will take 9 piercing damage, and she's also a rogue, and since you're next to one of her allies, you will take an additional, it didn't roll it, but I will roll it here. 11.
And as it's, can I use my uncanny dodge
Yes.
to have the attack damage against me?
Yes, you can. Now, is it, does sneak attack count to the whole? Yeah, so half of that would just be 10 then. And after she has done that, she will then just kind of look to the others and say, "Alright boys, I'm not gonna stick here for this mess. You take care of them, alright? Cheers." And then she will start running off into this direction. And you can see in the direction where she is going, there is a door that seems to be leading out of the warehouse itself. And that will end her turn, bring us to Isorel.
Okay. I am going to firebolt the guy that is pinned into the crates.
Okay. That is a 13 that will hit.
Alright, so this is damage.
Okay.
7 fire damage. And as a bonus action, so everyone is facing away from me, like all my allies are facing away from me, so everyone behind me, all you hear is just this weird, like, it's out of place bear roar, and I'm just gonna wild shape into a black bear.
Very nice. In fact, I can even give you a bear token. I even have a black bear over here.
Just gonna look. Okay. So
There you go. Is it a large creature?
it is a medium creature.
Okay. Yep. Then here it is. Here's the bear.
Can't
Yeah,
use the bear.
I know. I will have to quickly change the token. Your eyes are well. Now you should be able to
Awesome.
use them. So I'll just delete you real quick. You have to exit the ruler, otherwise you can't select the token.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my screen turned all black.
Oh no.
My bear has no vision.
Oh! Does... Why doesn't it have any vision? Okay. Now you should see.
Yes. Good. Alright. There we go. Alright. I ran my 40 feet. That's all I could do.
Okay, and I accidentally deleted you out of the order. I should remember that. I shouldn't delete your tokens. God, I'm so stupid. I will just put you in real quick, just so your initiative order can stay there. And for initiative, you rolled...
11.
11.
Yep.
So I'll just add you in real quick. I've got you twice now. Okay, and just for the information, the guy in the crates, you straight up killed him with your firebolt. So, as you kind of launch your firebolt there, you can see him trying to get this heavy piece of wood that's just pierced him throughout. And as he kind of looks up, you just see this blast of fire incinerate his face, and then he just goes limp with this charred horror expression left behind as he turns into a bear and dash forward, bringing us to the other thugs. The one right in front of you. Oh yeah, we're gonna start with this dude. No, you know what? This guy's gonna rush over to you. And this guy is gonna just kind of step back. And then we're gonna start with the purple one. He's gonna take out his heavy crossbow, load it, and then shoot at you, Fiera. Was it 10? I think that misses.
Oh, it actually misses.
You just see, and now that you're kind of seeing them a bit in action, maybe they were a bit intimidating at first, but these don't look like trained individuals. They're kind of haphazardly taking out these weapons out, and then you just shoot this loose, fires whizzes way past you, almost with no proficiency at all, while the other ones are going to attempt to strike at you, and they have advantage because they have pack tactics. So they're gonna brandish a mace and then start trying to hit you. This is the red one with a natural 20. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
So you take 8 bludgeoning damage as you just kind of wham smashes one hit over your head. You get a scar, starts bleeding, but he has 2 attacks, so you attack a second time with a 20, which I think also hits. So you take another 6 bludgeoning damage as he's just kind of going towards you and beating you down. And then as he's doing that, he's kind of saying, "Yeah, fuck you, you stupid noble woman," and just kind of beating you up. And then the other guy is gonna do the exact same thing, try to hit you twice with a club. 16, does a 16 hit?
Yeah, I have 13.
Okay, and then that would be another 7 bludgeoning damage, and then he also gets another hit
Oh man.
with a 22, since he has advantage.
Don't do this.
Are you still up?
I need to know what the total damage is so I can just do it all at once.
Okay, it is 8, 14, 21, 27.
I am down!
Ouch.
So they just start running towards Arya, and then just with this sudden rush, they just start beating her, clubbing her down almost to death. I swear you can see how she's just wincing on the ground, and then she just starts bleeding from her forehead. A big gash over it seems to have knocked her out clean, which will now bring us to Eirik. What would you like to do?
Oh man.
I am moving up here to the corner of this crate, and I'm just gonna yell out at Zilnath. Is she still within view? Can I still see her?
Yeah, she's about to leave the room.
Okay, so just because I can still see her, I'm yelling out like, "You can't get away with this!" And I'm gonna crank the wheel of my arcane focus another time, and it's gonna start glowing fiery red, and I'll cast Firebolt at her as she's running.
Okay. That is an 18. 18 will hit.
Great. So that's 13 fire damage.
13 fire damage. From
Hang on. I think I get 1 second. Where's my thing? Sorry, hang on.
No worries.
Where is it? Arcane firearm when you cast I get to roll one more d8 for damage because I'm using my arcane firearm.
Ah, nice.
So I will roll one more d8.
Jesus Christ. You know what?
Great.
She's going to use her cunning action to use an uncanny dodge and then half that to a 10.
Fine.
You got tricks, I got tricks, man. Is that...
The guild won't accept this.
She kind of just screams, I fucked the guild a long time ago. Is that it? Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
Okay, Fiera, it's your turn.
Yeah, the bodyguard's down. That person's running. Crossbow bolt would hurt. So step one. As this, I don't know who they are. As this person's leaving, that's talking to us, I'm gonna memorize their looks. Take 2 seconds just to memorize what they look like, their height, their face, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
The back of their head, whatever.
Yep.
And then I'll go behind this crate to try to hide from the purple crossbow person, and I will cast Sapping Sting on the red thug, which is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, here it comes. With a natural 1.
Perfect. So this time, instead of using my locket, I kind of just reach out, and from their legs, this green energy starts to come out of it and gets sucked into my hand as I take their strength, and they take a little bit of damage. So they take 4 damage, and I believe they are knocked prone.
They're prone.
Yep, because I sap the strength out of their legs.
Very nice. I will symbolize that with this little dot. Okay. Is that...
And that's it, yes.
Then we will come to... Oh yeah, where we're gonna introduce my special rule is where I will roll the death saves for our players. And they do not... The other player do not know, only the player. I will write them what they get.
It would be me that goes down first.
And I will write you here. There we go. And that will bring us to the next in order, which is Zelnath. You can see her go out the door and disappear without saying any other word, and has left the battlefield as far as you are concerned, bringing us immediately back to Isorel. You can see your friend currently bloodied and beaten in front of you while you are there.
I am going to go up to this guy, and I am going to multi-attack him with my shape.
Then you should have advantage since they're prone.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to roll twice because I'm using a different, I'm using the little,
Character sheet.
character sheet, so it doesn't have the actual possibility to do that. And then that's the second one. Let's see.
Okay. Now I have to figure out. I guess
The first one.
Yeah. So
The first one. So 3 piercing damage with the first one.
yeah. Yep.
And then second attack, which is going to be with my claws.
Okay. Oh. And then you would take another 6.
Yep.
Okay. Is that all?
I believe that is all I can do because as a bear, I cannot do anything else than attack or go back to myself.
Okay. Then we'll come back to the thugs. And the one will obviously stand up, use half its movement to stand up. Seeing that a freaking bear is right next to him. He's kind of got an extremely scared expression to his face after you kind of whipped into his flesh and slashed him open. He's kind of like, what the fuck's going on? And the blue one, yeah, he's gonna step to the side to try and help his friend who's currently being assaulted by a bear. The purple one is gonna keep its fire on you, Fiera. You do have half cover behind that crate, so you get +3 to
That
your
was the goal.
AC. So he will try and hit you with his heavy crossbow. With a 7! Just shoots those completely in the wrong direction. It almost seems like as if the crossbow is a bit too heavy for him, so his aim is like kind of pointing downwards and just hits the crate. While the other one are just gonna use their clubs or maces to hit the bear. They have advantage once again, since they have pack tactics. A 23 will hit.
Yep.
So we take 4 bludgeoning damage. And a 21. Jesus Christ, like... why is it rolling so good? And then another 5. And then the other 2 from the other one. It's a 20 and a 22. So you would take another 5. And another 8. So a total of 9, 14, 22 damage as they start beating you.
I revert back to my regular form.
Okay, Mr. Bear unfortunately disappears and Icewill reappears as these dudes are starting hitting them. And while it is called pack tactics, the only tactics that they're currently having is hitting and wailing. There doesn't seem to be any proficiency or coherence to their strikes. It's really just primal instinct and fear that they're just starting to unleash their fear of this bear onto it. But apparently being quite successful with the tactic. And that brings us back to Eirik. What would you like to do?
Alright, I'm just going to clarify, the door that Zilanath ran out of, is it the same door that I know was there, or is it a different door?
No, it's the same one you know is there. Was there?
Okay, same door.
Yep.
Alright, so as I see that door close, I'll just snap my head back towards Arya, and I will run up next to her, and I'll throw my hand right down on her forehead, and I'll just cast Cure Wounds.
Very nice. Very nice. That's max.
So that's regain 12 health. Is that what that does?
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, buddy.
And
Okay.
then once I see her come back, I'm just going to shift up and kind of crouch down, or not crouch down, but just be behind this other thug so that I'm flanking.
Yes. Okay, very nice. And how does your healing look, by the way?
Okay, so as I ran over, I basically went down and I just grabbed into my pouch. It's basically just like, it's literally just a bandage, like a roll of bandages. I just hold it in my hand and I just smack it down onto her forehead, and it just like glows with like a bright sort of yellow-white, shine.
So you don't even wrap the bandage, you just hold it onto her forehead.
No, it's literally just a clump of bandages and just smack on the forehead.
Very nice. Very cool. Okay, bring us to Fiera. What is your plan?
Ooh. Good question. Are those crates over here like open at all? Like they've been pilfered?
Some of them seem to be loosely open, but none of them are like open. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So they have been opened before, so they aren't nailed shut. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, I got you. Okay, that guy's a really bad shot. We'll move. I'm gonna ban a combat anyways. So I will move out into the open and start walking toward Mr. Purple Thug. As I do, the locket comes out again and black shadow starts to come kind of off the ground, and I will say to him, is it him or her?
It's a him. It's a him.
Okay. I'm sure you saw before what I did with these shadows, as I kind of point toward the person that's in the crates with wood coming out of their body.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to send them all at you, I recommend you drop that and just give up.
Make an intimidation check with advantage. Since you did kill one of his friends.
Oh, I forgot to click it back.
Ooh,
Okay.
16. You can see it's already shivering as you kind of come out of the cover and start approaching him. You can see the heavy crossbow that he's holding is that kind of wobbling. You can hear the bolt that he's trying to load kind of force off. He just kind of looks at you. And now that you come a bit closer, he looks kind of scraggly. Extremely unkept beard, everything, just like a dirty, don't want to say the word, but a hobo is basically how you would describe it. And he immediately puts the crossbow onto the floor and says, yeah, please, I didn't know this was gonna get this intense. And then he goes on his knees and then just kind of bows down.
Good. Just stay there. I won't hurt you.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. Then we will come to Aria. You back up with 12 HP. What would you like to do? You're prone though.
So I'm gonna stand up,
Okay.
and then I'm going to attack him again with my psychic blade.
Yes.
Wait, would I have advantage because he's flanked?
No, only Isorel and I will get advantage. There has to always be one on the opposite side for you to get advantage. But 15 hits anyways, so.
And then I would also get sneak attack because one of their enemies is within 5 feet of him.
You don't have to. 8 is enough to put him down.
Oh, okay.
So how would you like to put or kill him?
I'm just gonna go straight through his throat and just like, I'm just irritated with him.
Okay, you kind of go to him, and as he kind of sees his position, you can see just the frightened eyes in this guy who's just been frantically clubbing everyone who approached him, and he says, please don't, and then kind of just bleeds out and falls onto the floor. And
as I'm doing this, I'm saying, don't fuck with me.
As he's dying, kind of bleeding, he's on his knees just a little bit, and then he just drops down. Okay, anything else you would like to do?
I has a bonus action. I am able to manifest a second psychic blade. And because I have a free hand to do it, so I'm going to attack the other one. I'm going to throw it at him. So the blue one.
Yes. Yeah, that definitely hits.
But it is less damage because it's... Where's the... And then I would also... Would I get the sneak attack damage with that?
Yes, you would. Okay, yeah, how would you like to kill this dude?
Oh man, I didn't think that far ahead. This one's just gonna, like... is gonna go straight into his freaking middle of his forehead, and then just go straight through it.
Unicorn man.
Yep.
Kind of goes. You can see him after you slit the throat of his friend. He says, "Torvan!" and then just falls down and falls dead on the floor with a sparkly blade coming out of his forehead like a unicorn. Now, Iceroad, it is your turn. I would say there isn't currently an immediate threat. The other guy seems to have given up. What would you like to do?
Yep. Isarel just reverted back from bear to human. She is scared as fuck. And you just see her reach into her pouch, sniff something, and fall to the ground.
Okay.
Son of a bitch! And I literally just like bow my head as my reaction, and I go to attempt to pick her up.
Okay, well, before that, the Thug will stay crouched down, and he's just kind of, just say, please, there must be a misunderstanding. There must be a misunderstanding. This wasn't part of the plan. This wasn't part of the plan. Okay, since there isn't anything, I will put us out of combat. Unless anyone wants to make any threatening moves. Here's this one guy who's kind of shivering for his life. How would you like to approach this situation?
I'm just gonna start walking towards him. I'm putting my focus away. I'm basically de-combating myself. And just trying to, look a bit more passive, but I'm just gonna start walking right towards him. Not saying anything, just walking.
Okay. You can definitely do that. What are the other people doing while Irik is approaching the guy?
Can we see Zelnoth at Hall? Like, are they running to distance? Like, how big is this warehouse, I guess?
She has already left the door. She already approached one of the doors. Then when she disappeared on the map, she seems to have already left the entire building. From your point of view. Obviously, couldn't have gone super far. It was only maybe like, 12 seconds or so has passed since
I'm no runner. Okay, I'll just go over to these crates and start inspecting them and try to lose line of sight of everybody as I do it.
Okay, then make a stealth check.
Sure, this will go well. I will use my class feature for the second time and re-roll that as I kind of speed myself up to try to hide.
Okay.
And it's not much better at 7.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of step behind the crates. There isn't much to hide behind. They do kind of obscure your body a bit, so visually maybe you are, concealed. But other than that, anything else you would do is pretty obvious. But you don't know that. You think you're pretty covered. Anyone else?
For all intent or purposes, Isarel looks unconscious.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Oh yeah, anything specific you do? You kind of pick up Isabel. She lies there.
I just say, "Are you for real right now?" And I attempt to pick her up.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack, I'm just gonna send you in private what I just did.
Okay, because I'm super surprised too. I didn't know she was gonna do this.
Oh.
Yep.
I did.
Anyways, Irik, anything else? You're approaching this guy ominously.
Yeah, at this point now, I'm kind of I'm double checking over my shoulder, seeing what was going on with Arya and Isarel. I'm very confused as to why she just passed out willingly.
I just kind of mumble, "Really? The end of combat? Really?" And then
What
as
is
I'm
wrong with her? And I'm gonna
She's
keep walking.
fine. She's fine. Just ignore her.
Okay,
You
I
can
will, but
hear-
can you do something about it?
Just leave it to me, and you can hear the exasperation, frustration coming from Arya's voice.
All right, I'm just gonna put focus back on this guy as I'm walking up to him and be like, "You know, you've got to answer a bunch of questions now, right?"
If it means I can live, yeah, everything you want, everything you
Yeah,
want.
yeah. No, you're living. It's fine. Don't worry. You're here. We could have just killed you, but we didn't.
Yes, you're great people. You're great people.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of like grab him by whatever collar he's got on and just walk him back towards the little cluster of my friends.
Okay, he gets dragged. And while you're doing that, Dr. Vieira, what are you doing behind those crates?
Just want to know if anything's inside.
Oh, make an investigation check then. Why do you do that? I have to see what.
Oh my god. 11.
I didn't even know you had that.
Hmm?
No, I meant Isoel.
Oh, gotcha.
Wait, hold on.
Oh my god.
Is this legal?
Yeah, I'm asking myself too, because there's.
Hence, this is why Arya had that reaction.
Yeah, Ira, you can make an intelligence check, and Ivik, you can also make. Everyone except for Iceberg can make an intelligence check, because I find this extremely funny, and that I didn't know about this makes it even more funnier for me. Even holy shit!
Yep.
You want me to do it, even though I would probably know what was happening?
No, it is for something else.
Oh,
Oh no.
just straight intelligence. All right.
Oh no.
Oh my god. So these are the new dice that for the subscribers, and it's a freaking mimic when you roll a 1.
Yeah.
It just opened its mouth and a tongue came out.
That's rude.
Yeah, befitting. Okay, so I will start off with Fiera, as she's kind of, you're trying to look through, but the most things inside of you just look like metal bars, things to build stuff, like just
Building materials.
building materials, parts like that. So you don't really find anything that seems intriguing to you, but you get extremely quickly distracted as you've first of all witnessed Icefield fall down. First you maybe think, okay, that's maybe this cataclysmic shock, falls down, and then there's suddenly in your mind just kind of a eureka moment triggers Irik, you too. As you kind of look, you step back to the dude, you kind of drag him over, and then you kind of look at Icefield, and then maybe you have like a moment where you kind of look at each other and then look at Icefield, and you get the sense that you have to control her vitals for some reason. You kind of just like, maybe we should check her vitals.
Okay, what is happening right now? What has to be done?
Melanie, she's fine.
I don't know. I don't like that she just. What did she take? What is in her hand? What did she pull out?
She's fine.
Well, if you say so, I guess Eric, you know this place. What they all take?
I don't know. Probably a lot of things. They're
The medic's crystals, is that still here, or?
It doesn't look like it. Unless it's been covered up by some magic, which is entirely possible, honestly, but I don't think it's here.
Well, we aren't really in the shape to chase, I guess. Are you fine just carrying her? We should probably look outside at least.
I think I'll be fine.
Did you stop
Okay.
saying everything's fine and just like actually explain what is happening right now?
Oh man. Let's see. How would Arya explain this without saying too much? She does this sometimes in very stressful situations, and she doesn't know how to react, so she just does this.
What
She'll
is this?
I don't know the specifics. I just know that it's a spell, and she just goes down, but she'll be fine.
Hmm.
Oh my god. I'll turn back to the thug. All right. You need to tell us information right now. I don't care what it is, you just need to start saying things. All right?
What? That's a lot on my plate. I can say a lot of things. The floor's cold.
Things that we need to know.
But hints. What do you need to know? What do you need to know?
Okay. Who are you? What group do you work with? How did you meet Zilnath?
I'm with the Craggies, which I will write here. My name's Kiel. Kiel. Really, I'm just a nobody, you know. I was just, you know, a petty thief, you know, just doing small things here and there. Working for the Craggies now and again. It's just a gang of thieves, and then our boss just, you know, one day told us, you know, he got a good job for us that would give us good money, so we wouldn't have to steal very much anymore. So we were like, yeah, sure. Money's always good, right? Quite poor.
Okay. So who's your boss? Is this your boss? And I'll point to one of the bodies.
No. The boss takes care of us, so we don't get in danger. He just organizes things and puts us together. You know, we just, you know, makeshift criminals. We ain't nothing special. We had no organization or anything. It's like I said, I am a nobody. I'm just a petty thief.
You are a group of thugs that have a boss, and you also have a name for your group. That sounds like an organization to me.
Well, if you put it like that, but, you know, we aren't really organized. You know, we have a guy we can go to if we want money, but that's about it. He just takes care.
So who's the guy? Who's the guy? Where is he?
The name's Fendrick Glamour, which I will also write, but it's spelled how you would probably expect it. Fendrick Glamour. But please,
Does the name ring a bell at all?
no, I don't believe you would have
No.
any contact with them. No, I don't think so. Yeah, he kind of says, please don't do anything to the boss. He's a real nice guy, man. He like took care of me, you know. He took care of me and the boys, you know.
Yeah, sure. But you can
Would
put your
that
hands down, by
name
the
ring
way.
a bell to me at all?
Can make a history check. $18. Nah, not really. That probably means isn't very high profile. The guy he's talking about is kind of what you're getting. Yeah, either that or extremely super duper high profile that he could keep his name a secret, but, you know, one or the other. Yeah, so I was with the boys, you know, we were just told to go here and then just pick up a few stuff. There was that I didn't know about anything you were talking about. You just said go into the warehouse, bring it out, deliver it to some guys who will take it out the city, and that's it. And then we wouldn't have anything to do with it.
Okay, so fine. You didn't know anything about what was going on. You're doing a job, whatever. I get it. Where's the stuff?
I don't know. We were just. Oh, he kind of like slowly. I got a note that was given to us.
All right. Okay.
Kind of takes out a note and shows us, but it just says, "Go in and out, take everything, and bring it to the Barrendor dorm. The second squad will take things from there." And then a signature which just says Glamour, and you can see it's like super lavishly, calligraphically written the name Glamour.
I'll just grab it out of his hand.
So, and I can add it to your journal right here.
Smart thinking.
Oh, maybe I can because for 20. Oh, wait. Yes, I can. Ha! You think you can fool me, but you can't. But you
Where's this Barrendor dorm?
It's one of the taverns quite close to here. It's in Crossington Harbor, which Arik you would know is one of the city districts. It's where we usually go if we do smuggling stuff. It's our usual go-to place.
Smuggling isn't just petty theft.
Well, yeah, for us, it's, just taking stuff out, Gotta do the job sometimes, alright? I'm just trying to do a living here.
How many people would you say are in the second squad? As many as were in this squad?
I've never met, I don't even know if they belong to us.
Insight check.
Coming inside check. Seems to be telling the truth.
Well, I'm good to continue, but you and your companion seem to need help, Arya. Would you want to stay here?
I feel like we should go, but she's gonna be down for a while.
Can we do something about her? Like what?
That's a good question. Hang on one second.
I also have to see.
Unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do. It just has to pass.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. Okay.
We got roughly an hour.
Jesus. All right.
If you guys want to go check out the bar, I can make it so that we can communicate even if I'm not there with you. So if you need backup, I can rush in.
How far is it from the warehouse? Would I know that?
From your specific mention that you don't have a good memory, I don't think you would even know where the tavern is.
But just the district itself, would I?
I would say, benefit of the doubt, you are in the same district. The warehouse is inside of Crossington Harbor District.
Okay, great. Okay, cool.
Take this guy with you. Have him show you.
Yeah, yeah, I can take you.
Yeah, you could, but you're also probably gonna get us ambushed if we walk in with you.
I mean, I don't know any of the second guys, right? They probably don't even know me.
That's even worse, though, honestly.
Oh. What? Can you wanna talk with my boss?
Are we in the position? I'm talking to Arya and Kira. Are we in a position to go and just like explore this right now, or should we like somehow get back to the castle or whatever it was that we were in?
I wouldn't say we're in the greatest condition to risk getting ambushed, but at the same time, we need to know where the stuff is potentially going. I mean, I could try to sneak in by myself, but in my current health, it's kind of scary. But
Yeah,
like
you
I said,
fainted.
if you guys can get close enough to possibly hear what's going on or even see what's going on without drawing attention to yourself, as long as I'm within a mile of you, I can speak with you guys, even if I'm not next to you. You just have to be okay with me talking to you in your head. I promise it's not like before.
I'm up for looking, but I don't really want to get too much more involved. If I can see certain things, then I can track them later.
Yeah, I don't think we're in a totally good spot to just go walking around and exploring a whole bunch of new things. I think we need to tell someone about what's going on at least. And as I'm saying that, I'm just gonna like step a couple feet closer towards Arya again, and same thing, wad of bandages right on the forehead, cure wounds one more time.
Okay.
Gotta find it. Cure wounds.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But yeah, we don't know even how to get back at this point. And I really feel like we need to know at least how many people are in this other group and if we can hear anything. I'm not saying just walk right into the tavern.
Guess I want to at least find the building. We can decide what to do after that.
Are you okay with me allowing it so you can tell me if you need backup or if you guys need to run?
I can do something similar, so I'm familiar with that sort of thing.
Okay. So if you're okay with it, I'll go ahead and apply this. Are you okay with it?
Is it gonna hurt?
No, not at all.
Then go ahead.
And then I promise it's not like before.
I don't think I entirely trust that, but fine.
Okay, so then I'm gonna roll one of my psionic power dice for psychic whispers. So I can talk to you guys telepathically.
For 7 hours.
Up to 7 hours, as long as you're within 1 mile of me.
Oh shit.
And you guys can talk to me.
Wow. All right.
And I'm going to include my unconscious friend here as well.
Okay. She gets pinged, but she doesn't know.
Yeah. And then the first time I use this, it does not expend my energy die.
Very nice.
Okay, let's go, Mr. Eric.
Heal, you ready?
Oh,
This guy says that it's
Is that the
within.
thug?
yes.
The thug said it's. The thug said we're within how many miles from the bar, or this place?
No, no, it's like, it's just across the street. It's maybe like 200 feet max.
Okay, so I can stay here, watch over unconscious over here, and then if you guys need me, you can let me know.
So what does this mean? Do we leave Keel here? Do we bring him? How useful are you gonna be to us?
I mean, you saw me. I didn't even hit you once.
Good try.
I really ain't that great, you know. Like I said, I'm a nobody. I'm a petty thief. And sometimes I smuggle stuff, okay. You know.
Yeah, petty thief who smuggles stuff for a group of thugs that has a name, which also has a second level of individuals who are secret to everybody. Yeah, it's totally low key. I got you.
Hey man, I didn't know that. Oh, I don't think about that stuff. You can blame. I was just looking at the money. Takes out like a small pouch. I got 25 gold for this gig, man. You know how much
Grab
it is?
it.
Alright.
You just take his gold.
Yep.
I guess lesson learned. Alright, I get it. You know.
Look, just bring us there and you can get lost, okay?
Alright. Alright. So, you guys ready? Okay. I'm just asking. Alright. And then he kind of leads you out of the warehouse. Kind of go to the end. You step to the heavy steel door that is there. It is not locked. You can open it easily enough from the inside out. And as you do so, you come to a stairwell, and as you go up, you realize this is a large freaking stairwell. You probably walk for a good couple minutes or so, maybe like 3 minutes after you actually reach the top. You were deep underground. So Arik, you already know this, you already went here before, but Fiera, you kind of, you know, maybe your legs given maybe halfway and you're like, Jesus Christ, how long do this stair goes till you resurface. I might put a bit of worry on the distance. Probably won't be a mile or so, but you are a bit further away just from the height of things. The length of things is not as far, but the height of things definitely wasn't taken into consideration by Mr. Keel. But as you get out, you can see you resurface, and there isn't a door that greets you. Instead, you have to lift open a wooden plank, and as you step out, it seems to be a barren house. And next to the wooden planks, there seems to be a shelf, and you can see that the spot that you're coming out of has relatively little dust, kind of implying that probably the shelf was put over this wooden plank to, you know, hide it so people aren't able to see it when they come in there. And as you kind of step out, Cube takes you out the second room from the exit, and you exit. And as you do so, you come out in an open, crowded street. And as you maybe look back to check out like what kind of building you're in, it just looks like a normal estate building for people, you know, that would live here. And it's kind of advertised as being for sale, and it's currently empty and unoccupied. You kind of see that's probably the cover story that's chosen for this building. And he steps out, Keo. He kind of looks frantically around, seems to just be like a force of habit. And he starts moving you down the street. So just for reference for where you guys are, and I'm gonna try to get all of this inside of the stream as well, because I fucked it up last time. This time I remembered. Can zoom in a little bit. Nope, I fucked it up again. Jesus Christ. You guys are... Oh my god, now I'm so zoomed out. Currently somewhere around here. And you can see that as you come out, you can already see that there's a lot of traffic of cars and things going in, kind of, you know, implying that you're close to a gate or something similar to that. And you seem to be approaching the wall that you can obviously also see is an extremely high wall, 30 feet tall, with large towers supplementing the big grey structure. Is there anything you would like to do as you approach the door or the building of interest? You don't see it yet, but just in the interim, is there anything you would like to do?
Watching Keel closely to see if he's, you know, checking anybody out or... Yeah.
Okay, you can make a perception check.
I need to open my eyes.
Yeah.
You're still in shock.
Yeah, first few confrontation for you. Proper confrontation, life and death stakes up, and even more bigger things going, or rather surrounding the events that just occurred. So you may be a bit distracted yourself, and you usually are. You aren't the most keenest guy in the world, but as far as you can tell, Keen is just, you know, he has his hands still kind of up, almost like as someone's holding a gun behind him. So it is.
No, we're not doing that.
I don't know what I should do with my hands.
Yeah, we're not doing anything to you, alright? We could have done something to you. We are not doing anything to you right now. You're just showing us the direction to a building. That's all that's happening.
Yeah, all right. And he kind of straightens his arm extremely unnaturally and starts walking like a toy soldier, because
Jeez.
he has no idea what he's supposed to do with his arms. And then, Fiera, anything you would like to do?
Not yet.
Okay. After a little while, maybe like a quick minute or so, you start approaching a larger building that isn't far from the street. It is... I realize I can just use my other player to show. It is here on the other side of the road, a bit closer to the gate. And you can see a large structured building, very reminiscent of a tavern, has multiple stories high, a few balconies that jut out with few windowed ceiling, not ceiling, what am I talking about? Has a few windows, what I wanted to say. And seems like there are a lot of people just standing out there, has kind of a terrace thing going on. Large doors on two sides of the building that seem to lead in, and what's also noticeable is on the sides there is a large stable where people are currently either putting their horses in or taking horses out, and you can also see a portion that is left there for cars and wagons, if you know, for travelers. This seems like a traveler tavern. People that just arrived in the city usually lay low here, and then kind of approach and says, there it is, Baron Dome.
Hey, great, get out.
Out of
That's
the
it. Leave, go.
And then he just starts running away, skedaddles, and still runs like a toy soldier because he has no idea what to do with his hands.
Oh my god.
And then bumps into 5 different persons as he does so. He says, sorry. I'm no one, ignore me. Oh, fucking peasant. Gets pushed around.
Well, I guess we know where it is now.
Yep.
I assume whatever they grab, they brought here. They're gonna load up and then just leave through that gate over there.
That would make sense. So now what? What's your plan?
Don't really want them to have the chrysalises.
No kidding.
So A, we could try to deal with it ourselves outside of town. B, we could try to get help from guards. C, I could send a message to the Duke and see if he can send help. I don't really have anything else after that.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not the best at talking to, you know, the higher ups. So,
Okay, I guess I'll see what the Duke wants to do then. Because I don't think we can probably handle this ourselves. After
nor do
our-
I think we should.
Well, somebody has to handle it.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
someone's got to handle it. Except we, that what happened down there was basically that's grounds for war. Honestly, it's everything we're trying not to do. So
Yeah,
the more people that we go
after,
after, the more stuff we do, the quicker war is going to come. So if we can go about this without doing anything rash or bringing more attention to the situation, I don't think we should go to the guards. I don't think just talk to the Duke.
Gil did mention we could talk to the boss. I wonder if he's in there. This glamour guy. Although whoever calls himself glamour cannot be the most, reasonable person.
While they're figuring out what to do, can I search the 3 bodies that were people that died?
Yeah, definitely. Make an investigation check.
You want me to make 3 separate ones or just?
No, just
individual?
one. Just one. Yeah, kind of rummage through them. Each of them has a little pouch with 25 gold. Seems like they often have paid the same, and each of them also has the same note that you already have, kind of just stating the same thing. And
So
you get
I found 25 gold.
a total of 75. Every single one of them had a pouch of 25. Yeah. But what you also find is kind of looking around the bodies. Doesn't seem to be much, except you can see they all kind of have the same tattoo on their right hand, on where their veins are. Seems to be like a rat, head of a rat. That's kind of biting his own tail, but to the side. That's one other thing you notice on them. And the other thing you notice is kind of just look through the room. You don't have anything better to do, since Isabel was probably knocked for a long time. You step back to the point where you came from, and you can see there are a few scratchings on the floor itself, as if somebody carved something with a knife into the stone, and it's thieves' cant, and it says they will appear here.
All right. Where we appeared?
Yes, where you appeared.
Interesting.
Oh, I'll test the link with Arya to see if it reaches this far. Can you hear us? We're actually quite a bit above ground. Sorry, you're quite a bit below ground, if that makes more sense.
You can hear.
Would I?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, we are quite a ways away. We found the building. We'll try to handle ourselves for now.
Alright, if you need me, just let me know.
Is she awake yet?
I kind of kick her leg.
Nope.
Nope, not yet.
Okay. Alright, Eric, you can come with if you want. I'm going inside.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Don't be surprised if I just leave though, because I don't want to get involved with stuff too much, alright? So just let's go.
Everyone stay inside dorms. Everyone return to their houses. Safety breach. We have got warning for potential demonic attack. No worries. City's got everything under control. You can see now guards kind of going through the streets and shouting. That's what I just said. And you would remember that the Duke issued a safety precaution and that he wanted to lock down the entire city, that no one is allowed to leave. And then his improvised threat was that a demonic threat has been spotted, and you can see it's currently being taken action as patrols of maybe like 4 or 5 guards are currently going down the streets, and you can see the civilians are a bit, murmured up by seeing this happening, going on. It's just a demonic threat. Oh, I've had this in a long time, locking down the entire city for that. Maybe it's maybe one game or one B, and they're just whispering to each other. A lot more people step into the tavern. Seems like they're starting to clear the streets, and you guys go into the tavern as well then.
Yep.
Okay, you enter inside and you're greeted by a large interior structure. Like I said, you can see up to probably what seems to be the 3rd floor, and there are mostly balconies on the upper floors. The middle space is left open, and there are dangling lanterns almost on every corner to, light up the interior space of this building. And I will have to see if I have some tavern. Yes, I do. Yeah, you go in. It's bustling. A lot of people are inside of there, kind of doing the business. A lot of people stepping inside, having heard the issued warning, and because they aren't citizens, they're just, making their way into the closest areas that they can, take safety from the guards or from the potential demon. Yeah, like I said, a lot of story side. You can see 2 main staircases that lead up to the other balconies that are on the left far side and right far side of the building. There seems to be a big counter at the very end, where there seems to be a few barmaids serving the abundance of guests that currently have arrived inside of here.
Low key or hot key? I will go to the bar and try to find the space kind of not directly near anybody else.
Okay, it's a bit difficult. It's very fully packed. A lot of people have approached the counter itself, but you cannot maybe find a corner where people aren't immediately hugging each other, where you can have some sort of space. You sit down there, maybe you wait for a person to leave as they take their drinks and then leave, and then you just kind of fill their space. And as you approach that, you can see behind the counter a large form is currently serving as individuals, has a very saturated red apron on underneath a white shirt, high collar, very furry face, reminiscent of maybe like a deer or maybe a cow. I haven't seen many of these. In fact, I don't believe you've seen any of these kind, Fiora, so maybe you don't even know what this is. It has long ears that seem to be moving around all the time, flapping, large hands that seems to be taking cups, and is currently in the process of serving. And then as she kind of sees you approach on the bar, as you take the empty space, she says,
"Ooh, hello there, and how can I help you?"
Hi. Really pleased to make your acquaintance. Yes, sorry, I've never met one of your kind before. Where are you from?
Where I'm from Sunar and Nir. Always been and have been. Oh, you must be from outside of town then.
Yeah, traveled quite a ways.
Kind of puts a big, hairy hand on the table. You can see it's as large as your entire face. She says, "Oh well, I'm no monster. I know some stories say that. I'm a Furbolg. That's what I am.
Oh, interesting.
So is there anything I can get for you?"
Actually, I'm trying to find somebody. So I'm a traveler. I tend to sell, I guess, nice goods, and I came here hearing that somebody likes to buy pearls.
Right?
And then I'll actually go into, as I like reach for my robe, a pocket almost like appears from nowhere as I pluck a pearl and put it on the bar. I was told to meet him here. Apparently he likes nice things. He's a very glamorous fellow.
Glamorous fellow. Kind of looks at the pearl, looks at you. Well, we do get a lot of glamorous fellows around here. It's a tavern. A lot of bards usually take their place. So, probably have to be a bit more specific.
I guess, do you have like an owner or somebody that likes to do a lot of business here? Meets a lot of customers at this place?
You're talking to her right now. I own this with my husband.
Oh, maybe it's your husband. What's his name?
My husband's name is Dilvenar Delnaris. My name is Shenva Delnaris.
You typed those?
Yep. And I will use the other account. Shenva and Test P writing. I'm doing it from the second account, otherwise I have to always close OBS and I go back on, so that's just easier. Well, it is quite busy, so I cannot spend too much time talking with you. But if I see a glamorous fellow, I will try and let you know. Are you going to be staying here? Do you need a room? Maybe a drink?
Only until things quiet down outside. I don't know if you heard. Apparently there might be a teammate attack coming.
Yes, I've heard from inside of here, people and folks already talking about it. We just recently had 3 guards walk inside. That's very unusual.
Inside here?
Yes,
Is it safe inside?
Well, they seem to be booking a room for some reason. I think they were just escorts.
Oh, interesting. Well, I guess, is there a place? I actually have a cart with quite a few crates. Is there a good place to park it or somewhere I can store that?
Oh, you've come to the right place. Yes, my husband takes care of the stables next door where you can also place your carts. Just go there and then he can sign you off, and if you have any horses, we will also take care of them.
Okay, next door. Sounds good. Okay, I guess, well, thank you. I will go tend to that right now. And I'll grab the pearl, put it back in my pocket.
Alright, you sure you don't want anything to drink?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you.
Very well. Okay, what can I get for you? And kind of, continues serving the people. And people seem extremely patient with her. For barmaid, she talks relatively slow, but people seem to, kind of respect or accept her way. And there doesn't seem to be too much impatience coming from this huge crowd that is seeking to get drinks. Meanwhile, we're just gonna quickly switch back to Aria and I guess Isabel while she's sleeping.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
He's sleepy.
Is there anything specific you would like to do?
I'm just looking around the whole warehouse to see if anything of importance was left behind since we interrupted them. Anything of importance at all, since I seem to have nothing to do.
Okay. I think, yes, because you have so much time, you can just make another intelligence check for me.
Intelligence?
Yep, so intelligence check. Now I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. 13. Yeah, you're smart. You look at Isawel. She is... Well, you can't technically call that sleeping, but she's something on the ground. Or did you put her in a specific place?
She's leaning up against one of the crates. So she's not like just on the ground. Like she's sitting because I have an idea of what is happening.
Yeah. Kind of sit maybe in front of her after having investigated the entire room. Doesn't seem like there's anything of interest in your room itself. So maybe like just preoccupied, kind of studying her face while she is in comatose, I guess. And then it just suddenly clicks. You're kind of looking at her. She's limp. She's not moving. She isn't doing anything. She's not dead. Far from it. But you wouldn't be able to tell. Like, no matter what you did, you wouldn't be able to tell that she isn't dead. And this sensation is a very strange sensation. A very similar thing happened today. And that is where we're gonna switch back to Dr. Fiera and Eirik.
What the fuck?
And yeah, what do you do?
I'm gonna drag Eirik outside. Go with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I guess once we get outside, I'll kind of pull him. Rather than go to the stable side, I'll go to the opposite side to try to avoid, ears.
Okay.
And just start whispering to him. Okay, so they're probably inside. It looks like there's some guards working for them. So this has got more complicated.
Yeah, and I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, this is definitely beyond just the two of us, at least. And I can't really be dealing with it myself since I'm not from here. Rather than report to the Duke, yeah. Ooh. How good are you at reading people?
So good.
Yeah, it's more of an Arya's thing. Hey, can you still hear me, Arya?
Yeah, what's up?
What do you think of I believe it was Sinifor? She was the Minister of Defense. Do you remember where she came into the room? You seemed buddies with her?
Yeah,
Yeah, can you trust her?
I can trust her impeccably, like she's on our side.
Great. I guess, do you have a way to contact her? Or do I need to do that?
Jack, I have ways, right? Like roundabout ways?
Yeah, but they will probably take a little while. And a big city like this will probably be a couple of hours.
So, I mean, I could contact her, but it would take a couple hours. Do you have a faster way?
I do. This problem needs to be dealt with quickly before they run. Okay, I'll deal with it then.
What do you think's going on?
Just normal politics stuff, corruption,
Okay.
So while they're having that conversation, it's all mental, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I can tell that Fiera's having this conversation. Eirik is going to try to also jump into that conversation to see if this is like a three-way communication. I'm just going to start thinking at the same time and seeing if I can be like, hey, am I here? Does this work?
I can hear you. I don't know if The air can hear you. It doesn't specify if everybody can hear each other.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a Jack decision? It just says I can speak telepathically with them.
Yeah.
Oh, it says you don't need to speak a common language to understand each other.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, no, it kind of says you make a kind of bond, so I'm treating this like the spell telepathic bond. So yeah, you have a connection, a link between each other. So yeah, you
So
can,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. That's great.
See, I said it wasn't like the other time.
Yeah, that's still weird, but okay. And just kind of snap out of it again and start not paying attention.
Okay.
Eirik, what this is a district we're in, right? You know this city.
I am from this city. I do not know the city.
Do you have any idea what district this is so I can give directions?
Well, I mean, we know it's the Crossington Harbor. We came from the Crossington Harbor. I don't know exactly the parameters, like if there's a border or whatever. I don't.
Well, I have to count some words quick, so just keep an eye out.
Or
I don't know. Thugs? More people like to be met down below? Maybe look around. Why don't you go to the stables and see if the crates are there?
great. I'll just start walking.
Walking away.
And I get out like a notebook and I start like writing a message, nope, erase. Write a message, nope, erase. Over and over.
Okay. Then we will follow Eirik as you step out of the tavern and go towards the stables. And as you go there, you can see it's a like huge, one-story tall. To call it a building, it's literally just stables, and you know it goes an upper deck and then multiple kind of structural load-bearing pillars that are made out of wood that supports the structure, and then these huge slidable open doors that are currently open where, you know, horses are inside. You can see large amounts of hay stacked inside of there. A few of the horses that are already present inside of there are leashed together on one of the iron bars set to the side. Seems like it can probably hold a decent amount of horses, maybe about 20 or more, and there are multiple sets, like in each door there can be probably 20 or so. And then on the very far side, there's another large kind of warehouse-looking thing where it's mostly empty and it's just slightly opened with a lot of carts and stuff inside of there. And there you would also see a large furry individual who currently is wearing just a kind of black shirt. Buttons are mostly open, big fur kind of jutting out everywhere, and he's currently talking with the individual.
Yeah, I'm just kind of stand there looking, don't want to draw attention or anything, just, yeah. Basically, I just see what you just described. I'm not looking any deeper.
Okay, yeah, you're just looking at them, seeing people pass. And that's about it. Going back then, jumping as Eirik is milling around there. Fiera.
Yeah, I think I'm ready. Just so I get this right, it was Singapore Schruber. Oh my god. Let me get this right.
Wait, what?
Schrutblut, right? Or Schrublert?
Also, Schwerblut.
Where? Okay, look. I haven't taken German in a very long time.
I understand.
Schwerblut. Singapore Schwerblut. It was a female. She was the head of defense. She's the one that came into the room, talked to Arya, then kind of did inspection.
Yes.
Okay, got the right person. And they are the Minister of Defense.
Ministress of
Ministress.
Defense. Yes.
Okay. Great. So as I'm writing things down in a actually I could do it. It's like a black notebook, and then on the covers there's kind of white specks of kind of like stars. So it kind of looks like a very dark starscape. I'm just writing things down in there, and then once I'm ready, I will cast Sending to Sinifor
Okay.
and say, warehouse thieves cleared. Some retreated to Barrendor Dorm, Northeast District. Guards were accompanying them in stolen crates. Inside job. Need help at building. Trusted help.
Okay. After a short while, you hear her respond. After the break, because we already had 2 hours, and I gotta have to do
Oh,
breaks
shit.
on that. There we go, folks. You're gonna take a quick break because I gotta take a quick piss. We will see you guys after. Maybe we will learn why Israel had this big expression, although she is sleeping.
I swear it's just a reason for you to not talk. You're just it's like I don't want to play.
Okay,
No,
we'll
the very
disappear.
character thing.
Did you chloroform yourself?
Magically chloroform.
Ah,
That is a great way to jump back in.
DVD.
Perfect. Man, I couldn't have wished for anything better than. Did you chloroform yourself? Holy shit.
Episode title.
Yes.
That's a great title.
That is a great title.
Jeez.
Holy shit. But enough of that. We have something more important, which is the response of one. What's her name again? Zinafir Schwerblut. I butchered her name. Myself. She responds. Oh, well, just because you've written it down, just say once again what you said, so people have that in their mind.
Sure. So I sent to her, warehouse thieves cleared. Some retreated to Barrendor Dorm, Northeast District. Guards were accompanying them in stolen crates. Inside job. Need help at building. Trusted help.
Okay. She will respond. Good. Probably should use accent. Good. We sent best help I can. Other problem. Rhino Pilar has disappeared. Have you gotten news of Tyrone?
Yeah, I'm out of spell slots, so I can't respond. Ooh, I'm gonna keep that to myself. Eric seems to have enough going on. So, I'll just hang out, wait for Eric to come back to me, and wait for help to arrive.
Okay. Eric, anything else specific that you are currently doing, or are you just going to rejoin Fiora inside?
Yeah, no, I'll just basically as soon as her thought is finished, like I'll just wait for Eric to come back. I'm there.
He's there. Wait,
Basically, she turns and I'm standing there just waiting.
and you're inside of the tavern, right?
I believe we're outside.
Oh.
I literally dragged him outside.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
the way
yeah,
he
yeah.
is-
Okay. Yeah, you kind of stand there. You can see, the. I was supposed to inappropriate that it's a tavern atmosphere the whole time. Jesus Christ, could have just left it. That's it. Anyways, multitasking for no reason. It's good practice. But you can see that the streets are getting more and more empty. And after a while, as you're kind of standing there, and Eric, you kind of reapproach to them. You can also hear like a loud slam as the male Furbolg, who's one of the only persons currently in front of the tavern, is shutting all of the closures to the stables, almost looking like as if he's, closing the store for good. And you can also see like multiple guards kind of approaching you and say, please go inside, safety precautions, so no any dangers that might appear. Don't need to worry, just, safety measures have to be kept in line. Hope you understand. And then kind of passes you, kind of just ushering anyone who's still outside to enter the buildings.
So we do have help coming. We just need to wait.
Well, guess we have to wait inside the crowded room.
They weren't like demanding we go inside, right? Just ushering.
Yeah, it's like a semi-demand. It's like when a stewardess on a plane says you should turn off your phone. It's like you should, but there's no real immediate threat. But if she sees you, you know she's gonna approach and talk to you.
Okay, let's just go hang out by the door. Not go inside yet. We can just look busy.
Okay.
No. Go ahead.
I was just about to say, if there's nothing else that you would do instead of waiting there, we would switch over to the sleepy girl.
What are you doing, Skit?
Yeah, what are you doing?
How long has it been?
Not too much, maybe like, I would say generously half an hour has passed.
I'm still out.
Um. Can I like just go in like a kind of like elvish sleep style, but still kind of aware, and use like hip die to get hit points back?
Should have said it at the beginning of the hour, not at the end of the hour. Well, I guess you weren't doing anything taxing. Well, if you stay here for the rest of the hour, I will allow you to have done a short rest, yes. But a short rest hasn't transpired yet. That's it, half an hour.
Alright, so I'm just gonna sit.
Okay, you're just gonna chill for the...
Yep, and I'm gonna stare at Skit's character.
We're so exciting.
This!
Sit and stare and like wait for her to like respawn. Maybe kick her every like 5 seconds.
Yep. For memory's sake, we're gonna skip the next half hour. And Isra and Arya are dead because they got assassinated. They stayed too long there, I'm sorry. It's just how it is. One part of me was thinking about doing that, but no. Yeah, so you can take your short rest. It would also take a while for the trusted individual to get to Fiera and Eirik, so it makes sense that the hour passes and then Isra, you slowly regain life in its normal way.
How long was I out? Where are the boys?
They're on like a mission. They're staking out where this note says, and I show her the note. And it'll be okay. I'm in contact with them, and if they need us, they will let us know, and I tell them, and you'll hear this in your head too. Hey boys, she's awake. How's it going?
What the fuck?
What do you mean? What the fuck?
What was that? What did you do? You cannot do that.
Oh, I was perfectly fine. There was absolutely no danger. I don't like combat. I avoid it at all costs. And if it means that I have to make people believe that I'm dead, then I'll do it.
Cool. Great. So we don't need to. Never mind. I don't know. Never mind.
I'll try to warn you next time I do that.
Well, if you two are ready to join us, just go up the stairs, take a left. After 7 houses, take a right, and then you turn right at the fountain, and then left at the alleyway, and you're gonna find us.
Sounds good. Thank you. Then
Let's
I
go
look
for a
at-
walk.
And we leave the warehouse and follow directions.
Okay. You exit the warehouse. And I would say that Eirik and Fiera, you would have been at this point ushered inside of the tavern. Like, as the streets would have been emptied, and then, you know, 2 individuals suspiciously standing in front of a tavern, they would definitely at some point have seen you and then just kind of ushered you in. And as you step out, Aria and Isabel, it's a bit of a, you know, kind of scary that you go out and there is literally no one on the streets. It's a huge city. It's like a ghost town. It's almost like a horror film. You go to a, you know, like, I don't know, New York or something like that, and then the streets are empty, and then maybe you're a bit worried, but you can see a few guards kind of patrolling the area, and then some of them see you and kind of just, you know, hastily run towards you, and then one of them is just gonna say, you have to stay inside doors, and your realty, what are you doing outside of here? There was a issue warrant. And then you can see that the guard recognizes your stature, Isabel, and he immediately, you know, conforms to his ranks.
It's okay. I'm not here on diplomatic grounds right now. We're just trying to join our friends. I believe they are at the tavern not far. Arya, did you remember the name?
Yes. It is the Barrender Dorm. I believe it's just up a little bit farther.
The bar on the door. Yes, are you sure you want to go there, your realty? We can escort you back to the high plains if you so wish to.
Can we meet our friends first, and then you can escort us all back there?
Yes, sure, that is what you wish.
Please, yes, it would be much appreciated.
Alright, okay, I will send a few guards with you then. Can't have you walking around like this here, it's very dangerous.
And then kind of escorts you. You can see waves over a few couple people, and then now you're being followed by about 6 guards. Kind of, you know, walking down the street, almost like an armed escort. And yeah, eventually you arrive at the tavern, and then suddenly, you know, the guards kind of approach and say, here it is. This is the Barrender Dorm. Please retrieve your friends. We will wait outside for you. Once you're ready, we will escort you back to the high plains.
Thank you very much. And I'll walk inside.
Okay, you walk in.
Right behind you.
Busy tavern. Bunch of people. As you open the door, you almost have to like squeeze inside, as there's just a blockage of people that are standing right in front of the door to go through a few arms. And after maybe a couple of minutes of this searching, you will eventually find Eirik and Fiera standing in a remote corner, not trying to grab any attention.
Any luck finding Mr. Glamour?
My guess is they're in a room up above. There's probably quite a few people in there. So we were waiting for backup from one of your people.
Well, we have some guards outside that are willing to take us back to the place where we originally started.
Could be a problem though, because there were guards with the individuals we followed here.
Snap.
I might need to be put up to speed. I may have lost the last hour or so.
Told you she was fine.
Okay, so where did it stop? Okay. Those things died. You died, I guess. I don't know. We talked to one of the other thugs. The thug said that he was just a petty thief. He seems to think that he's just like a little, a nobody, very unimportant, but fairly certain that his entire group is like this big, huge smuggling thing, and he's just like the very bottom level, and there's probably like a whole bunch of other stuff going on, and probably shouldn't be saying that out loud.
You hear in your head, we can talk like this.
In the head.
Great. Okay, so it really seems to me that there's probably this big like ladder of people involved that the thug told us that there was probably that this is the place that they were told to bring the stuff, and that it's likely that they're probably just gonna ship it out through the gates, and his boss, I don't know, whatever, his boss is his name is Fendrick Glamour, and we were told that he was probably here. This is probably where they were, this is their like headquarters kind of thing, and so we assume that there's probably a big room upstairs where there's a bunch of people inside, and it's probably super dangerous, and if we go inside and start doing anything, we're probably going to cause a lot more trouble. And anyway, we sent Keel, which is the thug, we sent him away, and we don't really think he's a threat, except the people that he's working with are probably a threat.
Take a breather.
Do you guys happen to see anybody with like hand tattoos? Or like a rat eating its tail on any of these people in this area?
No.
Dead bodies had those, so it might be an indicator of people that they could be working with. As I'm saying this, can I like look around to see if I can see anything, any people with tattoos like that, even though it's a very crowded place?
Sure, make a perception check. $17. Kind of look around. There are a lot of people, which means you probably only see like 20% of the entire room. But from a quick glance and scan, you see people that are immediately next to you. Some of them have tattoos, but none resemble the rat that's biting its own tail.
Have you guys talked to the bartender or the?
Yeah, I have a feeling they're not really in on it.
I mean, that tattoo's very distinguishable. Maybe they've seen that.
I don't think we're in a position to be going around and starting to ask all these, creepy, secret kind of questions. What are we gonna do if we actually find the right information? All of a sudden we're, stuck, and no one's gonna know we're here. And
You called for backup from the ministress. Is that correct?
Yes.
The door slams open, and you just hear a voice, "Eurigoti, are you okay?" And you hear the guard shouting, "Eurigoti, are you safe?" Kind of, "City guards, vitals, get out of the way! Has anyone seen a noblewoman?" Oh, there you are.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. Thank you very much. Actually, the Ministress of Defense is sending some people here for us. So please, resume your guard, your tours, whatever you were doing outside. We'll be fine. There is someone coming for us from the High Plains.
Alright, I shall stay with you then until they arrive. I cannot let one of your statues stay in such a rowdy place. Please make space! I beg of you, have some respect for your higher ups. You can see immediately some of the individuals who were like, you know, already 5 feet away, kind of like look strange at you and then start making. Now you have like this center of attention with like a 5 feet space circle, and a lot of people are eyeing you up and down. And then you see this guard.
Mr. Guard?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm actually trying to blend into the crowd and not be seen.
Oh, no, don't say such preposterous thing. You belong to the high society. You shouldn't blend in with these ruffians.
No, please. Please. I am not on an official mission right now. I am trying to connect with the people of the city here and get a feel of their concern and how they live on a day-to-day basis, and I'm just laying it on thick, and I'm trying to discreetly put my hand on his what's it called?
Elbow?
This here. Elbow. And cast Charm Person on him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him. So he needs to make a Wisdom save.
Yes, which I can do. Right here. Yeah, he definitely failed.
Alright. So for the next hour, he is under my charm. He will do as I say.
Yep. It's like.
And yeah, so I'm just gonna tell him. So now that we've established that I am to be discreet, we're just gonna be waiting here for the Ministress's people to come and get me, and you can guard the entrance so that no one else comes in. That would be very helpful.
Yes, of course, of course. But I have to have one eyes on you. I don't trust these people. You are too valuable to be left alone.
Arya's with me. Arya's with me.
I kind of move to like step in front of her. I am here as her protector. She will be completely fine. And I'm going to say this with like my utmost like respectful but very persuasive, like, I got this, no harm will come to her, I am her protector for a reason.
Okay, make a persuasion check with advantage. The charm person, he was basically already charmed. His sense of protection just increased with the spell. Okay, 15, yeah. He's like, kind of looks at you. He was just worried that you were here alone without anyone looking at you, but now seeing that Arya's there, he's kind of nods and says, yeah, alright, I will still stand outside just in case. If there's anything you need, I will be there in a hurry. Alright?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. I am very glad that you're here to protect me, but you'll be more useful outside.
Alright, more useful. That's okay. He stands around and says, okay, don't worry, I won't let anyone touch you. And I dare anyone even try. Goes out and he gives a stink eye to every single person there. And you see one guy turns around, kind of, he wants to look at you, and then he just puts his spear in front of his face and says, no! Do not even look. You don't have the right. Oh.
Outside now.
Yes.
Outside.
And then he steps out. He steps out.
Oh, man. I forgot they were there. My bad.
I completely forgot that we came accompanied.
Well,
The streets were completely empty. Is there an issue?
Did you forget the Duke said that there was a possible demon invasion to make it so the city was on lockdown?
Alright. Those
yeah, we should
demons.
deal with this quickly. I'm gonna go try to figure out what room they're in. And then I'll make my way back to the bar.
Okay. You step back there. And now that you're stepping out, since you were so close to Icewear, people are making way for you to go through. They seem like they're connecting the dots. Okay, you belong to it. They don't want any trouble.
Great.
They just, it's just this wide arc,
Yep.
Moses parting the sea, and you just go right
Yeah,
through.
thank you. Thank you.
And even at the bar itself, that kind of makes a space, and you can see the female Furbolg push once again says, "Well, quite the audacious example you made there. Very impressive, I must say.
Oh, it was something. For sure.
Is that your glamorous friend? I'm glad you found her."
Not quite, actually. I'd like to introduce them, though. I guess they're both pretty glamorous. But we were actually looking for some privacy. You actually mentioned that there's a room that some guards went to. Would you feel a lot more comfortable if there's a room kind of next to theirs? That way, if something does happen, we could always just get their help.
Ooh, make a... Is it deception or persuasion? I'll let you choose. And you get advantage since you are kind of connected
I'm
to.
good.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay,
good.
that's the second time this happened where I say you get advantage and you don't need it.
Okay, keep saying it. Keep saying it. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I just have to say it for it to activate. And she immediately responds like, "Oh yes, sure. Anyone who's connected with the high society. Well, they booked a total of 3 rooms."
Maybe you can put us kind of across the hall in the middle of it.
Well, they rented 1 upper class room on the 3rd floor and then 2 normal rooms on the 1st floor. So I can just check and see. Yes, so they've rented room 102, which is on the upper floor, and then they also had room 17 and 18. Is there any particular room you would like? I can see that room 20 is still free, and from the upper rooms, room 100 is still free. Those are the closest I can get for you, close to the rooms.
Take room 100. That's fine.
100 it is. It is a large, spacious room just for you.
Just for us. That'd be great.
Alright, it will be 5 gold per night then.
Okay. Yep, I'll give her 5 for tonight.
That's it. Alright. And then hands you over the key number with room number 100 on it.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll make my way back to the party then.
Okay, you return to the party.
We'll kind of just jingle the key in front of them. I got us a room since we're going to be staying for the night. If you guys all want to follow me, I think we all need some rest, right?
Yes, we should probably let the keeper know that we're expecting some people to notify us when they arrive.
Ooh, yes, that's probably a good idea. I assume they'll be sending someone you know. maybe give them your description?
Yes, they might ask for me by name. So, do you want to go talk to her again, or do you want me to?
That's a good question. Let's both go. Teamwork.
Sounds good.
I wish she knows what you look like.
Jack, how would somebody from the organization ask about, like, me, or by name, or just description?
Well, if someone of your organization is to be contacted, usually you would leave a sign similar to Steve's count, just specifically for your organization outside of the door. You know, just little hints, maybe markings on the side of a door or something like that. That's usually how you notify. You don't leave descriptions somewhere that's just way too obvious. That, or you just leave something specific out, like a teared piece of paper that has a specific color on it, like more abstract than, you know, you actually interacting with people, because your whole point is to interact as little with other people as possible.
Okay, so instead of going up to the person, because now that I know that that's how it would go, so instead of leaving a note, what room did you get? And then I will meet you up there.
I just show her the key, which I assume there's a number on it.
Yep.
And that was 102?
No, 100. 102 was the number where the guards went into.
Okay. So I will meet you guys up there shortly. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Right as you go to the door area, you see once again the door opens wide and you see a armored figure, female this time, step inside. Has a bit more pronounced armor and has like a draped green cloak on one of his sides. Has a helmet put off. Long blonde hair. Seems like, oh no, not blonde hair, dark brown hair. Pointy ears. Seems to be probably a wood elf or something like that. And she kind of almost stumbles inside of you, or she at the same time almost runs into you and says, my apologies. You can see she's probably a lieutenant or some sort of higher stations than a normal city guard. And she starts kind of looking around and seeing the obvious space that your group is currently occupying. And then she kind of just hastily approaches towards you guys. So she kind of passes you out, didn't really take note of you. And then goes towards you and says, you must be the people I was contacted by, the Ministers of Defense. Is this correct? You asked for our aid?
Oh, no, we came here to relax. We were just headed to our room if you want to grab a drink with us.
Yes, sure. You can take a drink, of course. Someone has to accompany the noblewoman. Can't leave her alone. She seems to be a bit more lucky.
Exactly.
I want to walk up and kind of whisper, are you one of us?
She looks incredibly uncomfortable. It's like, excuse me?
I subtly show the marking and be like, may I see yours?
She kind of sees this. So, oh, no. I'm not part of it. I'm a lieutenant of the gate wards.
Who did you speak with saying that you were to meet us here?
The Ministers of Defense. I got the message from one of my couriers that sent a letter signed by her personally.
You have that letter?
No, currently not. I left it at the office.
Insight check to see if this person is legit.
Okay, yeah, I'm making an inside check.
Uh,
9. Kinda hard to read. You seem to have a defenses up after that super suspicious starting question of do you belong to us? So the suspicion is both sides.
Why don't we talk more upstairs rather than being stared at by everyone?
Yep, the entire room has just stopped and it's just, you know, watching you. It's like a lieutenant inside of a tavern talking with a noblewoman inside with a few strange henchmen. Yes, that would definitely grab attention in a bar. She kind of notices too and says, "Alright, do your own business. Don't want to catch any wrong eyes, alright?" And everyone instantly goes back to doing their own business and then start ignoring you, but still keeping the space from you. Yes, I think it would be wise to take this someplace else. Do you have a room already?
I think it's good.
Perfect.
Yeah, everyone just follow me and let's keep quiet maybe for a little bit.
And you step up, and as you go up the stairs, large wide staircases also filled with lots of people who once again make place for you to go through. And then you go up all the way to the 3rd floor, where you can see these, you know, very neatly put doors, nicely decorated, elven style. The noise from top of here is greatly quieter than downstairs. There don't seem to be a lot of people upstairs present, and the people you do see here seem to be a bit more wealthy. Seems like, you know, this is the upper tier, literally in height, since it's the highest floor, and the people seem to be wearing a bit more lavish clothing, glamorous if you so will. And you find that the 100 is the first one immediately next to the staircase that leads up, and you unlock it, enter inside, and it's a big room, not as big as the luxury suite you had taste of when you were in the noble estate of the High Plains, but still, you can see there are 3 queen-size beds, a large table in the middle with a vase and flowers, and there a nice colorful bouquet, and then there are just, you know, hooded lanterns kind of situated around the room to illuminate the space, and then also windows on one side that look out on the streets itself. Not super large, but big enough for you to have a view, but safe enough that they can withstand high storm without needing magical protection. And you also have your own toilet. Not as luxurious as, once again, the noble estates and the High Plains, but having a private toilet is a pretty big deal in a city. Go in, the lieutenant kind of closes the door, at which point the sounds of the tavern kind of diminish. And she just kind of steps to the table, kind of puts a helmet there and turns around and says, "So you needed support. I have a few of my personal troops outside of the tavern. Seems like you're quite suspicious, at least one of you is."
That's just Arya, from what I've come to learn. He's very defensive.
I say in the mind link, I'm not sure if I trust her.
So I sent a message to Cinnifer, and I asked for someone trustworthy. Did she let you know what's going on here at all?
Well, she just said that you had a couple of problems, a few troublemakers that we have to take care of.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bit more complicated. Are you aware of the warehouse in the district at all, or is that kind of I guess higher up the chain.
There are a lot of warehouses inside of the Crossing Harbor district. I mean, most goods are kept here.
With the chrysalises.
She just looks completely in shock, like not really understanding. Chrysalises?
Yeah, well, that's a better response than anything else. Yes, a warehouse in this district was assaulted by some thieves. We followed them there and dealt with what we could. Some escaped, and we believe they are here. They stole some crates of chrysalises that belong to Cinnifer, obviously. And if word gets out that they've been taken, then Kanan may take some extreme measures.
This is
Sorry to interrupt. You mean you think the people that stole from the warehouse are here?
Yes, and they're not alone.
Oh,
I
well,
ha-
I can probably figure it out pretty subtly.
I haven't seen
Just-
you do a single subtle thing.
Yeah, just give me a couple hours and I'll be right back. And I'm gonna wild shape into my spider form.
the lieutenant just kind of looks at Chuck. Your Riga, this is unique. Well, blessed by nature, I guess. So,
Okay.
is
How big of a spider is this?
Like this big.
Oh, okay.
So, when she's in wild shape,
Okay.
she still keeps her like mental capacity, right?
I
Yep.
keep my wisdom and my intelligence.
So
Oh my god.
the
can we-
mind link would still work.
Yep,
That is
If-
insane.
that's a deft combo.
If you want to be able to communicate with our now spider friend, I would be happy to translate for you.
It seems like I am more out of the loop than all of you. I do not know what I would wish to tell her. It seems like more you have for everything under control. Do you still need my services?
We believe there's quite a few thugs here. There's 2 rooms below us. What?
17 and 18.
Thank you. So room 17, 18 below us have some people in them. And then on this floor, room 102, I'm guessing is either their boss or someone below him. That's in charge of the crates that were stolen.
Right, should I send a few cards to be set outside of the rooms in case they try to make an escape?
Maybe just honestly surround the building is just fine, as they may try to run.
Right, well,
You're
that's-
gonna hear in your head. Let me see if anyone is around.
Get stepped on.
That would be really bad.
If
Okay.
you need me, scream in my head and I will be there in a millisecond.
Yeah, no worries.
And as well, skedaddles as a little spider. How does the spider look like? I mean, it's a great thing to know.
It's a little common brown house spider that looks just like any spider you would find in any tavern or stables or whatever. It's just your good old common spider.
Your good old friend, your good old
Yep.
roommate that you never knew you
Yep.
had. Okay. See, that's always a trick of the GM. Trying to ask if she tries to turn into a pink spider, then I can immediately kill her. Okay, very smart. You skedaddle out. You're pretty fast as a spider. You have like 20 feet of movement, so you aren't that slow. Those are the official stats, so I will follow them. And where do you wish to go as a spider? As you now have 8 eyes seeing the entirety of the room. Everyone's just like hyper zoomed out, say, fish eye lens perspective.
I would like to go and maybe try to see if I can squeeze my way into the crack of the door to room 102 and just see if there's anyone inside at all. I don't want to come in or whatever. I just want to see, do I see movement in it or not?
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. The doors from the inside have big enough spaces for a little spider to pass through, so you guys just kind of look at the ground and you see this little brown spider crawl under the door, which is kind of the creepiest thing ever. And then she skedaddles at the side of the wall. You know, you travel to the next room, which you presume to be 101, unless they have a weird numbering system where they skip 101 and immediately go to 102. But assuming they're normal people, you go to the room over, and then you sneakily step in. So for the purpose of this, I would still want you to make a stealth check and a perception check.
Yep. Ooh. Not very good.
You're a spiders.
And 10. You crawl under. How far in do you go into the room?
Hold on, because I think I did that wrong. Oh, no, it would be the same. Alright, it doesn't change. I actually have the same stat. No, I did it wrong. My stealth, I would have a +5 instead of a +2.
Then roll again. If you do the wrong thing, then we roll again. That is the rule.
Yes. Slightly better.
Yeah,
Yeah, slightly better.
Yeah.
But my perception is exactly the same.
Yep. So once again, like, how far are you going into the room?
Like, trying to stay under the door just enough to say that I can see inside the room if there's any feet walking around. Like, I'm not trying to... You know how spiders just walk into a room and stay in the middle and they're like, hi, I'm here. I'm not doing that. I'm staying right under the...
Yeah.
At the edge as much as possible.
Yep.
Staying in the shadow.
Yeah. As much as I can.
You step under the door, kind of go inside. And plus you're a spider, you would hear vibrations of footsteps falling next to you. You would feel the impact. And the tremors, like someone stepping next to you would be the equivalent to a, 0.7 earthquake or something like that. As you go there, you don't encounter too many difficulties on the hallway, since, like I said, there aren't many people up here anyways. You maybe see one older dude pass you by that heads down. Other than that, as you go under, the room doesn't seem to be lit. The lights are out. And you maybe stay there for a hot second, just to kind of ensure, okay, you aren't seen super much, since you're a little spider under a door. Don't seem to hear, feel, or sense anything. Seems like from where you currently are, the room seems to be empty.
I'm gonna relay this through the mind link and say, I think room 102 is empty right now. And I'm gonna skedaddle and go back to the room where we were.
Okay. Let's get out of
And just come back as Isarel once I'm on my side of the door.
Okay. She appears again.
I did not want to push my luck with the other two rooms, because that would mean going downstairs where there's a lot more people and the risk of being stepped on.
has to be really hard to leave the city right now. It's kind of under lockdown. I don't imagine it'd be on the road. I could try to find the larger chrysalis that they stole. As long as it's within 1,000 feet, I think, or...
Yep.
Or we could check out the other rooms.
Well, I am the lieutenant of the wars. You can check with my subordinates if anyone has passed by.
I guess. So one part of this is I'm worried some of the... This organization is called the Craggies. It's a thieves guild, apparently. I believe they have some guards under their payroll.
So
I am slightly worried that they have paid their way out of the city.
the Kraggies, you say? No.
Are you familiar?
Yes. They're laughing stock for us guards. We catch them all the time.
So you're familiar with their boss, Mr. Glamour, or whoever it is?
Well, yeah, he's the only individual we haven't caught from the Kraggies. He's pretty underground, but still he's henchmen, if you want to call them that, as, you know, just pretty thieves. They run everywhere around the city. Wait, hold on a minute. Are you suggesting that the Kraggies are involved in this?
They were most likely hired to steal from the warehouse. After that, we aren't sure who else is involved.
I'm sorry, this is probably mixing rude of me since you're doing it economy. There are the running gag amongst us guards. This is highly entertaining news for me to hear that anyone would be stupid enough to hire anyone from the Kraggies. They're incompetent fools, most of them are, you know.
I unfortunately think that we might be facing some sort of inside job right now, and that they've used this laughingstock of a guild, knowing that they were expendable, to try and do this. Because if they fail, they're still gonna be the laughingstock.
Oh, yeah, right. She can just start thinking to herself.
Because if I'm understanding correctly, we have some guards that are with some henchmen from the worst thief guild of the city.
Yeah, we were told 3 guards accompanied, oddly, some individuals to a room, which might be the 2 below us then.
I would also like to say that because of this information that we have, that is why I'm so skeptical of you and why I came at you the way I did. So I want to apologize if I came off strongly. I just don't know for sure if you are who you say you are.
You can check with all of my subordinates. I am a... And she kind of flashes one of her badges. Not that it would mean anything to you, but this is an official badge that you only get when you're an official lieutenant. Well, not to say or undermine my own subordinates, but it isn't entirely improbable that maybe they just dressed up as guards. I mean, is there any hard evidence that it's actually an inside job?
What we are trying to figure out still. We literally just got on this trail today,
Alright. And
since chrysalises are involved, it's quite you know.
yes, chrysalises is far beyond even my pay grade, to be honest.
At most, we know that it's an inside job to the point of the guild. My guild. It's not me. I'm working to figure it out. I'm not the problem.
That is very suspicious. Why does he have to
No.
mention it so often?
He was
He's-
with us when everything else was going on, so he could not have been part of this.
He's just an anxious individual. No harm. I'm just stating what I've noticed about you.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not judging it.
Wrong.
It just seems very, obvious to. Just makes sense is usually when thieves say they haven't stolen anything, they will repeat it multiple times to try and enforce a point, even though usually it means they've definitely stolen something. I'm just talking out of experience.
He's been with us this whole time, and he helped heal me when I was not doing so well.
Yes, just, old habits die hard. Please continue. I'm sorry to interrupt it.
Zillanath, from my guild, is involved with this. How many levels above her does this get? I have no idea. But she's absolutely involved, and I am starting to think that Renupila is also involved.
The Ministers of Research and Development?
Yeah. 100%. I absolutely think she is involved.
There was a situation earlier that happened that I don't think we are at ease of just disclosing to anyone. That makes us believe that some things are not exactly as it seems they are. As you probably were aware, there was a meeting happening at the castle.
Give her too much information you hear in her head. Or in your head.
And an incident happened, and there is an investigation. And ever since this investigation has started, more things are popping out that everything seems to be one big illusion, distracting us from what is actually really going on.
And you believe the actual thing that is going on is
that this meeting was just a way to put all of the people in one room while chrysalises were being stolen. That's what I think is happening.
okay. I have to maybe just ask, just for clarification's sake for myself. Chrysalises, plural? They have multiple?
Are you familiar with the sizes, the Medex chrysalis?
Very clear, I know there's big, medium, small, yes.
That they took a medium one.
A medium
I guess.
one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I guess I'm not sure what else was in the warehouse, Irik, but that was probably the most
I mean,
important.
there was plenty of tools and materials and, things to experiment with, and, just that. It basically a treasure trove of potential.
But it needs an expert to use them, so we don't have to worry that much, right?
Well, no, I mean, yes, we do have to worry because, like I said, Zillinoth is the one who was from the guild. She is involved. She knows enough about things that she can probably figure things out. She has connections. She can find ways to get different people to help her out. And if what I think is right, and Reno Pila is also involved, then she also has more connections. Then she can get even more intelligent people involved. And I honestly think that this has all just been a facade, and that they're trying to make us seem like everything is okay, but behind closed doors, they're actually working to trick us, and they're trying to sully the name of the guild, and I don't want that. I don't want to be involved with this kind of stuff. This is not.
Right. This truly sounds a bit too complicated for my pay grade, so I shall leave the task up to you.
We mostly just need you to help beat up some thugs so we can, knock out the head of whoever's trying to steal things.
Is there any way that you could have the Cinefort actually come here as well? Because I'm unfamiliar with you and I'm very familiar with her, I feel more comfortable speaking with her.
It's difficult. I can definitely try and contact her if that is what you wish.
I would really appreciate it. There's some information that I want to share with her specifically.
Before we, if we can at least
I need some sort of confirmation that I can trust you 100%.
Sure, but maybe we could go to Cinepher if we know that what we're looking for is not here. If we can have the confirmation that the group is either here or has left, then maybe we can go to Cinepher directly and have the guards stay here and make sure that no one leaves or comes in that would match the guild. We're gonna have to delegate a little bit because I don't think we're gonna be able to be at two places at the same time.
But we do need to check the other two rooms. If not, double check the other room up here. It's really odd that they would get a nice room, and then not use it. But it sounds like they're probably downstairs for sure, so if we knock some heads down there, maybe we can get more information. Or maybe they have what we're looking for.
Yeah, I can send in a squad to just, crack open the door. No way they will escape. 10 guards will be more than enough.
That sounds good to me.
Is there a way that we could possibly make it look like it's some sort of random shakedown or whatever so that they don't trace it back to us?
You don't have to be involved. I can do the investigation myself. I would just say, we got a call. People said they heard maybe something suspicious coming from the room. And then we will, barge in 10 guards. Clear out.
Yeah, so this way we could get back to the high plains and go talk with Cinepher directly and also report back. We should probably report back to the Duke at some point.
Right, well, yeah, I like that. We do need to get things rolling. I feel like the longer we wait, the more time they have to smuggle us out of town.
Yeah.
It is
And
not that large. If I remember right, the Medic's chrysalis is about the size, it would fit in your hand, I believe.
And the Duke had completely locked down the city, correct? So nobody can get in and out unless it's by magical means?
These are the orders that were given to me and my compatriots. We have locked down the gates unless someone has special permission from the Duke or anyone else. You aren't allowed to leave.
I definitely think that we should go back and delegate a little bit, like you said. So if we could have you guys watch this area. I do kind of want to see if I can not go in with force. Maybe I can go down and sneak up to the other rooms and like kind of try to see if I can overhear anything through the door.
You've already went down once today. I do not wish to lose you a second time today. Please.
While you were asleep, I am back at full health, and I still have my bond with you three. Anything happens, I could definitely alert you.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a bit unnecessary, don't you think? If we just get in and capture them, we can then interrogate them later. Anything that they have with them, we can definitely make them talk if we need to. Don't think we have to risk them, finding out that they're being, hunted. Catch them while you can, right?
I mean, yes.
There's also an army coming, and the quicker we deal with this, the easier it might be to keep that army at bay if we have good news.
Excuse me?
Right.
Sorry, I assumed you knew, being a lieutenant.
Well,
Ambience has sent a legion.
Oh, and it was Lowendeers. I think I misspoke during the session. It was Lowendeers that sent the legion.
Oh.
Yep.
More? Yes, gotcha.
Yes. She says. Oh, a legion. Yes. This I heard. I thought you meant like a hostile army that was approaching or something like that. You made it sound like a threat.
Right.
Why is there anything wrong? It's not the first time this has occurred.
No, it's just better not to give them a reason to be on edge.
I mean, we've got all the reasons, not them.
So, can we go knocking on doors?
Yes. Where do you like to wait? You can stay here and I can inform you when we are finished.
I think it's a better idea for us to stay hidden and not be seen around the guards while this is happening.
Sure. We could watch room 102. That way, if anybody tries to retreat toward it or leave that was hiding, we could catch them.
Right, very well. Then I shall get my men and then prepare the breach. Where I shall see you and inform you shortly. She steps towards the door, gives one last salute, makes a deep bow, does a typical head gesture, and then heads out. Steps down the stairs, closes the door, and then she disappears.
I don't know why, but I don't trust her.
I did specifically ask for someone that your boss would have trusted.
It makes me anxious because she didn't bring the order.
Mm.
I feel like that is a very sloppy thing to do. Especially with all of the secrecy that has been going on.
Well, we should get ready.
I agree.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to do specifically now while you're waiting inside of the room? Say it now.
Is everybody healthy?
Yeah, I haven't been touched.
Got a little scratch, but nothing major.
Thanks to my short rest, I'm back to full.
All right.
Okay. Then everyone is just sitting back, bracing. You do at a certain point, especially your area, since you're always quite keen with ears, hear, some heavy footsteps enter inside of the tavern, and you can kind of maybe look out of the window. From your perspective, you can see that there's a large group of guards immediately outside of the tavern and the inn. After maybe like a minute or so, you hear a loud crack, and then more heavy footsteps that rush in, and then a second crack, and then more heavy footsteps. A few shouts. A minute passes. Yeah.
Time has come.
And then a knock at your door.
Yeah, go open it.
The lieutenant stands there, kind of looks at you a bit bewildered. No one was there.
Wait, you open the door and nobody's there?
Yeah, both rooms. You said 102 and 103, right? Oh no, 17 and 18. Apologies. You can check the rooms yourselves if you wish to, but doesn't seem like there were any individuals inside of the room currently.
Oh,
Do
the
the
trails.
rooms look used?
Well, we've kind of messed up the room a little bit, but didn't seem like it was largely reused. No, not really.
That doesn't make sense. So they came in, they went to the rooms, and then they just disappeared?
Want to go into 102 and thoroughly investigate to see if there's any like thieves' cant on the ground like where we had appeared.
Fuck.
You wish to open the door, but the door doesn't open. It's locked.
I will pick the lock.
Okay, make a thieves' tool check.
And that's the sleight of hands, right?
Yes, if you have proficiency in sleight of hand, then yes. If not, you can add your.
Wait, hang on. I have something that can help with this. Hold up. Psionic dice.
Did you say 17, 18 are on the first floor?
Yes, on the first floor.
So I can re-roll a psionic energy die, add the number rolled to my check.
Okay.
Well, it still fails.
Yeah, 11 still isn't enough. There seems to be a bit more well-crafted lock than your usual one. It's a bit hard to get into.
I have no idea if this could work, but I mean, I'm gonna try. Could I go up to the door and I'm just trying. Could I go up to the door and put my hand on the lock and druid craft a master key in there, or is that just too dumb? Is it even possible?
That's a brilliant idea.
I will let you. You can certainly try. Make a.
Yeah,
It's a
try.
high fucking DC. Make an
Sure.
ability check. I will say, if you fail, you mess up the lock entirely, and you won't be able to pick it anymore.
Yeah,
because-
yeah, no problem. I'm fine with that. I'll just try. So, what do I roll?
A wisdom, straight wisdom, and I will say out loud the DC is 20.
All right.
Oh,
God dang it!
so close. Yeah,
So close.
you do it, but you know the natural elements aren't sturdy enough, so you feel confident that you made the right shape. But as soon as you turn it, it just kind of squishes, and then the wood just breaks, and now there's just a big wood chip inside of the lock of the door. And you see the lieutenant comes there. Should I just open it up?
I mean, at this point,
Everyone is okay?
Please open this door.
Alright. And then she will just, kind of step a bit back and then start kicking it heavily with her, armored boots, and you see the loud clanking sound. First hit, you see a crack. It breaks a little bit, but not fully. Second time, bashes again. Once again, cracks a bit. You can see the interior space a little bit, but one last kick, and the door wishes open. And then immediately, a gas cloud erupts from the door. And since you all were standing there, you all have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, we rolled the same thing.
Okay, we got a 15, 15, 9,
Hello. Why isn't
and 11.
there it
Yeah,
is.
it's gone. Okay, so you take 13 total if you failed, half of it, 6 if you...
So wait, I failed?
14 was the DC.
Oh, okay.
So only Icewill and Alex as you kind of inhale this poison, and as you do so, you also you kind of just get, stunned a bit, and you're paralyzed for 1 round, and you kind of just limply drop to the floor, coughing heavily as this is thick black smoke and vapor that just kind of enters your lungs, and it's kind of clungs with like a thick viscous kind of fluid inside of you where it's extremely hard to breathe, and you take a moment to kind of exasperate yourself. And we'll roll for the lieutenant. They fucking failed. They also kind of take a deep breath and then starts coughing on the ground. After the few seconds pass or so, you can hear a few guards that come up the door, the stairwell, as obviously this bit of commotion they notice. It's like, everything okay, Lieutenant? Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Well, these doors open now. Oh, what the fuck did they trap it? Nobody's inside.
Tell you, Van. Yes?
Wait. If the door was trapped, there probably are other traps in there that are either mechanical or magical. So if you allow me to give me a couple minutes, I'm gonna try and detect if there's anything magical that could harm us in this room before we let anyone enter.
Alright. Yes?
If you don't mind.
Yeah. Oh, of course, anything that will prevent this from happening again.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic as a ritual, so it's gonna take a couple minutes because I don't have any spell slots anymore, so I have to do it as a ritual.
Okay. The guards gonna stand there, just eyeing each other, waiting.
While she's doing that, would I be able to look to see if there's any like traps with like my roguish brain?
You can't. Are you? Do you want to step inside of the room to do that? Otherwise, you will only be able to investigate, obviously, the outside of the room. To kind of.
I'm just kind of like peeking, like my head in the ground, like right in front of the door, and then like what I can see if I like peek my head in.
Okay, I will say it's a perception check since you can't really get hands on, but you still have a good sense to see whether or not a tripwire is put anywhere. Oh dang! Today
Hang
you
on.
guys.
Hang on, I can roll my psionic die.
Okay.
Because I only lose the die if I succeed on it.
Then that's a fucking good ability.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Where's the others?
It's like draconic prisons.
Oh,
Well, man, your rolls really, really ain't that great. I mean,
You keep your die at least.
yeah, I haven't used a single one, which is nice, but...
yeah, hard. It's hard to truly see a trap that is specifically made to be concealed with only looking with your eyes. Usually you have to get hands on. So, best you can tell, it's an empty room. You now see as the dust and smoke kind of dissipates. Similar room to you. There's a somewhat large table in the middle, a carpet underneath it, few hooded lanterns that are placed around the room, but they are not lit, so the room isn't illuminated. But what sunlight comes through the windows do kind of put a bit of light in there, so it's not, dark and spooky. It's just decently lit.
Well, she's ritual casting. I'll go look at the rooms downstairs then.
Okay. You just want to investigate some?
Yeah, specifically for hidden doors, hidden, boards that come up, walls that turn, buttons.
Yeah, make an investigation check. And while she's doing that, anything from you, Eric? Just chilling.
Nope, just trying to recover from being poisoned for a hot second.
Okay, which room is that, Fiera? I will say one for each.
I guess 19 or 18.
Okay, 18. So then make another one for 17. Jesus Christ! I shouldn't give you another one. What is this? No, I should. Okay, so I will start with Israel after this happening, and you go through your first room, Fiera. Israel, you detect magic. You notice a few magical things on the lieutenant, none on the guards, and obviously your friends. In the room, you do see 1 point of magic. And as you kind of look inside, you can clearly see there is what seems to be like a coin on top of the table. And you get a strong evocation coming from that coin.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna warn the guards and the lieutenant. That coin. Let's be wary of that coin. It's magical. evocation, most likely.
Oh, are we even supposed to step inside then? Should we not maybe wait to contact a mage that can deal with it?
Uh, I mean, honestly, this is not my expertise. I don't know. Iric, do you have anything that can deal with that, or?
I'm not going near it. I don't want to. I don't want to. That's not. It's not happening right now. Nope.
I ask in Fiera's head, do you know anything about evocation magic?
As I'm like looking under the bed, another lesson. Sure. So, she goes into like her studious voice. So, evocation deals with the elements, fire, lightning, ice, generally how to use them against things or people. In rare cases, they're actually used to, heat stoves or generate power. But if it's invoked in the item, you won't know until you activate it.
There's a coin on a table that's got that type of magic on it.
Most of the time it'll be safe as long as you don't touch it. If there's no rune active near it, then yeah, just don't touch it.
So we'd be good to go in the room.
Look around first for any arcane sigils, runes, or glyphs that are visible. If you don't
Alright.
see any, it should be okay.
So in quick, the other two would have been able to hear what Dr. Fiera said. And then I'm going to look around the door and
Okay.
make sure there's no rune or symbols.
Then you can make an investigation check. And while you're doing that, Dr. Fiera, as you can explaining this and you look under the bed, you kind of see what you want to see, and it's exactly under the bed. You see a floorboard that seems to be broken on a specific point, and then you kind of maybe nudge it a bit and it lifts up. You kind of pull the bed to the side, you pull it open, and there you can first see folded clothings of guards and what seems to be a chute that leads to the right side of the room. But it's a small chute, it's about this big, the chute, and it leads to the right side, out of the room itself. From your, since you're very intelligent, it looks like it would lead into the stables.
Everybody hears in their head me just curse extremely loudly.
Okay.
And then kick something.
I don't know if they can hear that, but probably from the room itself.
They can hear from downstairs.
Yeah.
I'm wearing like heeled boots that are like work boots.
Yeah.
And I just start kicking the bed.
See a few guards poking in. Kind of the Star Wars scene where Kylo Ren, kind of goes berserk, and then the guards just pass by. Obscure reference. Okay. What's your investigation? 18. Isabel.
No.
Aria. You look around the door. Door seems safe. There doesn't seem to be any triggering mechanisms, runes, or anything similar to that would indicate to, springing a trap. I'm pretty confident that, at least in the entrance area, there's nothing. Could be different at the table or deep inside of the room, but entrance seems fine.
I'm gonna walk in the room And pray I don't trigger anything.
You walk in. First step. Step onto the floorboard. You hear a creak. Everyone goes silent for a moment.
You fucker.
Nothing happens. You take a second one. Nothing happens. Third and fourth. To the area where you were confident that there's nothing. And now you see the room fairly... well, not fairly similar. Is identical to yours. Just mirrored on the other side. You can take a glance over the table to kind of look, and then you probably see the coin. I would assume that's your point of interest to look at it. It's a fairly decently sized coin, actually. It's probably around this big. It's placed on there, and kind of, because you have pretty good eyes, you can see written on it, "Good luck." That's where we're gonna end today's session.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh, I
Well,
lost
we
one.
lost the trail.
No, we haven't.
I don't know if we ever had the trail, but it's lost.
Oh no,
it's
no, no,
not.
no, no.
That's
Oh
not
no, no.
lost.
Oh my god.
They could be out of the city. They could be.
Well, of course they're out of the city.
That's fine.
Jack wouldn't
Oh.
make it that easy on us.
My god.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Hanging out and they're sliding through the ground.
You guys were
Holy
so
shit.
close to the stables to investigate the stables, too.
I know. I thought about it.
Hey, it's what happens sometimes. You can't see everything.
Oh my god.
Beltari would have checked the stables, but Irik won't.
I sent you over there. Oh
I know
man.
this character's
God.
so different.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Man.
Isarel is a lot more reckless than
Don't
Namira.
Taking magic drugs to avoid
Man, that
after
fun
combat thoughts.
killed me. I was
Oh
like,
my god. So
what the fuck?
so this is something that Felicia and I have been working on and planning from the beginning. So none of you guys knew
I
about
was
this.
very surprised.
Yeah, I didn't
And-
even know. Okay, as a DM,
No.
I didn't even fucking know.
Yeah, even Jack didn't know. Like, I've been planning this like once.
Are
Because you
telling
don't know.
them what it is?
No, I'm not
No,
telling
no,
them.
no.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm not telling them. You guys don't even know the whole thing yet.
Yeah. It's so funny that it's exactly, and then I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, we kept it from everybody.
Yep, it's been our little secret.
We've got some little secrets between our characters.
No kidding.
But
The can of worms that Jack opened by saying, "Did any of you want to know each other coming into this prior?"
Yeah, that is exactly what I wanted and expected
yeah,
and enjoy.
yeah, and oh my god, I don't know.
It's gonna end up bad eventually. I mean, it wasn't great today, but that was really funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And now I have things noted in my notebook that I can't talk about, and I'm just freaking out
Yep,
in my corner.
I feel that.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's sad because Arya wants to grab the coin, but I know that's a terrible idea.
Ooh. Yeah, who knows what's gonna happen.
The whole inn will just blow up.
I mean, that was... I'll be honest, it sounded like the Craigies were awful by the lieutenant, but the amount of planning they did is actually impressive.
They're just like first level, man. It's like Scientology
Yeah.
or something.
The Craggies, man, you killed all the Craggies in the warehouse, man.
No, we
Dang.
left one.
Oh yeah, you left one.
Hey,
Good old
yeah,
deal.
I spared one.
Good old kill.
He's gonna be the big bad.
Yeah, he's the big bad.
If
Oh,
if we ever find him again, he's our criminal informant. We just have to terrify him again.
man.
Yep.
Easy enough. Yeah.
By then he will have had so much character development that he will be the big bad guy. And then he will have revenge for his three lost comrades.
Two of them.
Yeah, you guys are brutal for that. Like Arya was brutal for that.
Dude, that was so much fun. Just like, no, fuck you for trying to kill me.
Yeah, it makes sense. You were literally knocked unconscious. You were beat unconscious with like clubs.
It was literally her just big F you.
Yeah. Is your armor class actually 13?
Yeah, because I only get light armor.
Oh, jeez.
I do want to buy like the studded leather eventually, where it's a little bit better.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you're
It's not like
We
not
don't
like
have
my-
a tank.
yeah, it's not like my monk where I had the unarmored defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have mage armor, so that puts me up there pretty high though.
I think I have like light armor.
Oh, can you?
You
Wait,
probably have the same as me. Monks
have-
or druids can wear armor. I think it's light armor,
oh yeah, medium
but
armor.
it can't have.
Yeah, I can have light or medium, but currently I have
can't
light
be
armor.
It can't be metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have just chosen buckskin. It's pretty good.
That is a good spell.
Okay, well, I think this concludes today's episode 3 of Celia the New Order. What did these guys discover? I don't know. What are they thinking? I don't know. We will find out next time. What was the brilliant outro that we decided last time?
Something about chaotic stupid? I don't know.